Oh yo, Raga Spice. Oh yo, Mama Salon and answer. See me through, yeah. They say them walk alright. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile. Look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. May I pray tell them the story. Story. We make Salomon. They know they work now the country bend. Tribalism don't put we go behind. They know they work then they talk say they spend. Them go come we go run after them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. Country banana the country it dry. Country tanga it at so smile. Then they put whip and cry. See right now we hope they say them walk alike. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile. Look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. I pay the people and don't tire with the system. Tire with the way then they lie. Where they want make them host and them married with salo money then they use buy. Where they want buy their speedboats and them salo money then they use buy. Where they tell them the truth and they vex. Now radio and TV they deny. Una want them move for the bambai. Una want them move for the bambai. We tired with the rotten system. Tired with the way them they walk. We don't tire. Tired with them but cool lie. Tired with the way them they walk. We don't tire. What another in the country? We don't tire. And sound of the give fire. We don't tire. We better them empty. We don't tire. What another in the country? We don't tire. They say them walk alike. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then be say youth them go smile. Look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Now then they shoot, then they loot, then they take, then all they put. We journalists them sit on them youth. Raga Spice have to tell them the truth. How long pan this? How long pan that? How long for the thief with money and go? You know me say because of a bond pampo, that means we for die pampo. The economy is slow. Country no they grow. Oh no. Ebola lalio.
Famoluna kushe enduna aduo. We are don't come back today. For can't talk about things where they happen. Now we on Twitter at Salo. Now we own. Oh, they will have for do them bad things them. We they feel and more Salo. Now we own. Oh, we are them. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want for make we had go before. Fambul, una kusha again inside this one big family house and una kabo. Well, of course, this not the same house where we all decide for call we had. And at the house where they bring you the big issues them of Mama Salon, we I can always say the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, today, now another day, we will bring you plenty issues them inside the basket for can discuss with una. But I always tell una say the house, a mix right now. Now 3 spoons in the house. The plates, a big. everybody they eat and live in company outside. Me na by Bure Kablai from the north.
And me na Semepe, the freedom fighter. Well, inside the program today, Justice Adrian Fisher don't find the APC party after where they don't agree for go appear today in a court where they may call the case between the APC and the ECSL Mohammed Collin. Same way so. President Julius Maada bill. Okay, I think I maintain that there. Don't sack 9 of in advisor them just after the election. What thing happen? When they can look inside the issues then they Gigi Snow for talk about them good one. Well, plenty other things that they inside the program today where we go actually what for Rob Mott inside. One more time in that the freedom fighter. Well, like Bible left small for me. Maybe Alpha gets other things the way we follow touch on again inside the program today. Alpha?
Yeah, thank you, Fambo. Good evening and welcome to the program. We meet you live on We Are in TV Salon, and as usual, we continue with coverage on the elections. And like this is now 1 month project. Don't go far. Almost 6 now. Almost.
Not only number because the election is done 2 weeks.
I think
If me they count, you know 1 week too.
No, from the 22.
Because this guy they talk like you are run away.
From the 22. Because the election will be the 23rd and then we start on the 22. Okay, start from the 22 to how much we almost just done the 9. Now we'll look at quick one and see how many days we don't actually wait. So we don't do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where are you? 11,
25th.
12, 14, 2 weeks exact.
2 weeks, yeah, correct. We don't do 2 weeks, So we continue the elections coverage, and say a lot of things don't happen, and then they continue. So, me now Alpha, once again, I wanna thank you for owning the watch online, and we continue for fact check and bring you some other things. A lot of things to happen, including the past for 24 hours, or 48 hours. A lot of things to happen after we've been there yesterday. But when I welcome to the program, I want to continue for subscribe, like, and share. Okay, so I will follow you lead by Bora and Shagbe as you get for the go. Some of these they get for the camera along the way, but I just want everyone to see also. The discussion they continue and the president self they continue for, highlight some of the concerns the way even the international community how they treat Ufambule and the yard. But all landed inside the program, so I will continue for the O3.
Yes, so since you touched on the issue of the caretaker, as we can call him, let me go briefly and see what we get inside there, because a lot of things that don't come out from the caretakers, it don't determine several awards they now, amongst them now that, the diaspora, they don't left the work in anyone grade, they don't left and for letting just to defend, no one now left for say, anyone green get the work. The diaspora themselves get work for those, so they need for actually put their hand together. But waiting I know him for understand now why this particular thing now the president they do and not to the ECSL, because the case way then at the country, if I'm really sure, now between the opposition and ECSL, not to between the opposition and Maravio. But let me listen to some of the gist and the juice and quick one where it get away, and then we will come back and talk about all of the issues and the inside the program. Don't forget for like and share the program from any of the platform that way you watch it from. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much. We go on now.
As a young man, the decision we have been make that Sunday, now make we get peace today. I see some waitman and they jump, then say that democracy. We been get war now, they not been calm. If we get peace now today, na meet him up before that one day. They all left we will know that one day. The so-called Western countries, they left with from fry. Now me, as you mean I be youth man? Now me grab, I say for this anchor, they say they na fake when they fake when I one day in power. Where I say been to money too, they say one for stay in power. I keep me word. Now that make not to maybe finish the peace process. But now me go find Sanko and pull on a bush and put on down. But because I be done saying that 3 months no more go there for, I still keep me word and not sit down for talk peace with them. I say I go hand over because I not be one go beyond me own word where I don't say. We all know where APC be don't squander democracy in this country. Now be one party, you know, so we vote say we tire. Gonna one person they vote for. Now one party. Now being we take, and where I say we, now God give you the strength that same day, and the sense and the mind for come pull there and bring democracy. The democracy, 30 days, they don't let come. They only let come wait and get elected. If you not elect them, they don't let come. Now the same attitude and the show today. The same commission will be declared them winners. The same process will then be used for declare them winners. They say that process they wrong this time. They go join some foolish people them for country we say we for change the system. We for go against our own constitution. Not to me they conduct election. Not to me they describe the processes by which election they go on. Tabulation, tallying, this process and that process. All day. Now think the way they write. We all don't be part of that process. If you been say that process they wrong, before election, they say, no, me no like and so. Not the way election happen now, you say, you have been part of the process. They say, no, not to say for they. According to we, then when they go join people there for Hamburg in this country, the same thing. The same attitude, no more we don't see. If fine for me salon people, they know say, some people not good for this country. Some party not good for this country. And we for talk as how we see them. And then they join other people there. What they make out of 192 countries, 188 vote for Mekugona now the United Nations Security Council. Now, out of respect, out of what they don't see what would they do inside Salon in the past 5 years. Now that make 192, now 188 vote for we. They say the United Nations Security Council, when we talk about the United Nations, now the most powerful organ, you get the permanent members, you get the non-permanent members. We they go as a non-permanent member. Sierra Leone. That they should say, in the past 5 years, we don't make the international world, other countries, they don't respect we. Again, we don't go through an election. Very idle people, they talk, waiting they want for talk. The last discussion we I get with President Biden was, he said, I'm not the right person to teach anybody about democracy. Those were his first words to me. He said, even as I sit here, my own position as president is contested. This was last year. And why do we celebrate independence? If we truly, they subject ourselves to the validation of other people. Individuals decide their right and they combine them with the state for say the right and create doubt. We can go to this election any day and I will beat APC any day. Truly speaking, I mean it. Because me not believe yuki, and I believe say I have a message, irrespective of where you come from, where your tribe or background. We all want to grow. And that is the message I have for everybody. Not to for can threaten you, not to for curse the woman then of this nation. So for me, if woman they will not they listen to me, then it need another set of ears. Frankly speaking. So me, I believe say I have a strong message, and that is what politics is about. Not about region, tribe, or how you look, you know. No. Now for solve national problems, provide public goods, we will make everybody able to do what he want to do.
Okay, now Maada be talk.
You sure?
We don't hear you. You know hearing?
No, you sure na Maada be talk on us. Something talking, sir.
Alpha.
Yes.
What do you hearing?
Well, the president, the caretaker, the president, Julius Maada Bio, they talk. They talk a whole lot of issues. Issues of frustration, issues of concern, and also he still gets that kind, still that kind voice of still hitting on the opposition. Because you always say some people are not good for the country, some parties are not good for the country. Then they go team up with some foolish people and other people they jump about democracy. I think now the president, he gets a very big role for bringing them people out together. And also, I think at the first time is when the president talk about what he and President Biden talk, right?
Yes, after long years.
He said President
God
Biden.
bless you, my brother.
To the right person.
Why
President
not now?
Biden
Why not now if I tell we waiting and talk? All along we
Well, I
don't
don't
ask
know.
question, waiting and go talk.
Yes, go talk inside, right? And even they're not share nothing with them talk
No,
inside.
not the communication, not to insert self in any of his statements.
You see, so now the president is saying for the first time, President Biden will tell us that Washington say he not to the right person. So probably President Biden we don't see a whole lot of things so we don't happen at the country for the past 5 years. Because then they get reports every day, then they compare reports with other international bodies and partners. Then they know what's they happen. Everything where they happen, America president, it highly placed when it comes to information all over the world, classified, unclassified, every day. So for say the president President Biden we go tell her that 1-to-1 and Washington say to the right person. I wonder what thing the president will say. Because that alone probably don't show the president may don't battle with this international recognition. But throughout, they may not tell we say the president get international recognition and all of that.
No, but basically, what Intel for say that Biden try for tell them say in Biden not to the right person for tell them waiting for do in terms of the democracy. Now that's in the for say.
Oh, okay. Now I understand. Well, okay.
So in other words, where in Monday they come and begin jump, and not to the blessing of Biden, I'm basically in the try for say.
Well, wait here, no, in international diplomacy and international relations, anything where they help behind the president. For example, where Salon Day, the ambassador where they na Salon, I represent the president of the United States, the government of the United States. So anything will happen, the ambassador say, the embassy in position. I not say about other country, but the US where I know, and having a little bit of experience working in the government system, I know say the ambassador and I not go talk anything different from what the president or not. So I not look by that party of the president in talk. But I think say it's just a kind of frustration because already I see other video where the president is saying.
In the beginning, Alpha, you talk say, one way for the focus on how for bring people together. For like bring people together, first of all, you get for be honest and you get for be truthful to your conscience. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you listen to this short clip, when are two different programs, then people and cut together and put in so we listen, it show how dishonest this man be. I'll take you for two things. Number one, he say if we get peace on this country, in. Now we look for example, who stem we fought, who said the war, who stem the war still on good one. Where they will say na the apex of the war, not to inside freedom.
Yeah.
And not from Johnny Paul, take him to a Masquita them, take him down to the January 6. Now that the apex. So now we ask yourself a question. Who said Maada be there that 10 day? He been there out of the country. He been there America then 10 and they enjoy life. He been there effect.
Well, the second one, he not been there again.
Fine. The one way they tell me about so, now the one way them care and go out. In fact, the first one way they tell me say they effect. Honestly, you know be honest and truthful to conscious. Me not see the fair too. Because they send and go Liberia from there then come. They send and go some South Sudan then come, they take power. Then take power in a luxurious life. One know waiting at the life where NPRC they live on. Yeah. After that, they say he hook up with Sanko. Well, a lot of people they say hook up with Sanko because his sister be married to Sanko. So they make that agreement say Sanko come out, which is good. But Sanko not come and bend down low. He come. Okay, look, he say the white people they will go and jump. So say they be during the war. It's not to be sick. The one of be done. The tell we Maada be not in the country. Where after when they come with Johnny Paul them. When the rebel and the junta they meet up inside the country, when they finally begin fed them, who say they be end up for go sit down at the last point, not to Okroil.
Yeah.
Who that's not the people that we go scatter Okroil.
The British forces, the SAS.
Who say Maada be open there?
But I
Who
don't
say
know
he
if
been
they're
there?
not
Video with British there.
been in the country that same day.
If you don't sign?
Because I said I'm not sure say they're not the country
They know
that
they,
same
papi.
day.
If
No,
you
no,
don't
no,
America.
no, no, maybe they lead the
Or
troop,
maybe
the British
we
troop.
don't see
AFRC
British trapper we go now Koil.
Yeah.
Because if you
So I
talk
think
say the white people say them in there, now you end the war. I'm afraid. This man, I think me will be the
Yeah.
second person for sell and say the lie.
And
After
me not go say lie. I look at it different angles.
Alpha wait. You know go say the
No,
lie.
hold on.
We know
Hold on.
say
You keep
you no wait Alpha. You know say the troop we go scatter. The Okoye
Yeah.
then have been the pinnacle of the old thing. Now what
Yeah.
purely British army. Nobody they no mix
Yes.
with. The only one where they mix with now be one salon soldier. When in fact they go with them.
That's it, Bangura.
It's something like that day. Bangura, that guy, the way they run for behind the IMAX and the other thing. When they arrest them, they lock
The
at
life.
the pit for how many weeks?
Yeah.
It then a pit and the peace parliament all thing.
Exactly.
Maada be
Yeah.
when I be in that position, they will yes not for me the This man, when I in sacrifice, the British recognize him. We the people will recognize him. The 98.1. This man the one after we for interview. For we interview him. This man sacrificed his whole life. Maada be no did that tell you, Alpha.
Yeah. No, well, what I try for say, okay, now that particular session, that second session, you know, been there again. I think
now
what's
that's
in
what
the
you talk.
yeah, of course, what's in the always try for credit himself. That power way he overthrew Valentine Strasser, you know, he conducts election, he hand over power to President Kaba, then he move out and go study. But that's not only the history of Sierra Leone.
And not to
If
the
you go to
end.
the history of Sierra Leone, the war, we know all the people like maybe they when I've been gallant soldier man, we already names like then Saj Musa, you know, then other guys them. So then Tom Yuma, when I be like
Rambo.
senior man, yeah, of course. When they made a fight battle with the rebels, right?
Fine.
And they are not sure so very much about
Some
President
man,
Bill.
for example, after the January 6th, now he handled the ECOMOG then na upgone.
Yeah.
He handled the man. When Maxwell Kobe,
So,
not ever forget that man they say die.
yes. So okay, so all them guys and they like then Tom Yuma, then Saj Musa, they all almost don't die. That day. But President Bio actually it kind of the limelight more during the NPRC term when I be the second man.
Correct.
So Strasser, then we overthrew Strasser and hook for short time and conduct election. Understand? But when it comes to talking about the war and how bringing peace and everything, he credits himself for a particular project. But let also say they're foolish with money. We see almost United Nations, for example, spend as Sierra Leone during the war, and even after the war, the peacekeeping mission. They make like the highest mission at the world. Where they spend millions of dollars,
From
just on salon.
UNOSIL, UNOMSIL, and all of this.
Exactly. I think I just want math because
you are math. Say we come to the 9 bat when are the Namibian waiting, Nigerian waiting.
Nigerian battalion.
All the bambats them.
Yeah, I think now the president right now is a bit frustrated because the international community, like we've been start this to been talk. People have been facing no more. Oh, this they go out soon. Not also the international community the work. The international community, when they hold on a point and then get specific issues where they know say this is a legitimate concern, and like I said, this thing not begin soon. If we go back to the past 5 years, a lot of things don't happen. We don't they build up. But people are not been some people have been the way they work for this government. If maybe they work for this government in the past 5 years, and I'll be able to talk in certain quarters, I've been able to remind them, say, then see how they happen. So, I get for come back to now. So, throughout these 5 years, the first 5 years of President Bio, a lot of things they happen and just they sweep them under the carpet. A lot of things they happen, they sweep them under the carpet. The international community, they pull reports, then they talk, then they do their reporting. The embassies, then they report, then they launch international reports, then they put out everything and they publish. But the government may always say, no more like say, no. This is not a better thing. So all that they don't pile up. Say go to this election. Now this election, like a nail on the coffin. So I think the president is a little bit frustrated. Now it's 1 week since they don't swear him in for in second term. No Western powers, the big countries, they win at the Western powers. None no agree congratulate it. None no agree cooperate with them. So it's like 1 week. And they see other one and then small other one and today I see other one I think from Palestine, there's small one and they come in. But the major partners of Sierra Leone, for example, none no able to congratulate.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think they were I hear it from again. Not in this clip what we play, but they basically say all of the leaders them now the sub-region don't congratulate them. But they know they actually tell me who that's not their leader they are.
Yeah.
Because one thing I know as we talk say it get right now legitimacy and crisis. Therefore, don't they tell we say, for example, they tell we Turkish. Yeah? Therefore, don't they tell we
Yes.
say Guinea, don't congratulate me. Gambia, Ghana, this and that. Then none we know here, they not call them because the minute they call them, they get the embassy, then they go debunk them instantly. So they don't call
Yes.
them, they don't even call nobody. All the thing they say, we get barrage of congratulating messages the way they come inside.
Yeah.
Who that's not the people here? Now we don't see
And-
from again and post Palestine. Okay. Palestine.
Yeah, and Sengbepi and Bible, when I don't forget, say there's small countries they are all above a lot in them big countries they are. Today somebody there now one media group they attack that guy Jeffrey something. What are the guy name?
Smith.
Yeah, when they talk about
when Maada be a block.
yes, when they talk about sanctions, he talk about even for freeze assets, for ban people and for Canada, the US and other countries. I see somebody go talk about another group say, oh, some Sierra Leone and they team up with a white supremacist for talk bad and label the country bad. I just ask her a simple question. Why you call this man supremacist? Why you call a white supremacist? The person not able to answer my question. Now, just a simple question I ask her, like, oh, some Sierra Leone, they go team up with white supremacists for talk bad about the country. Now I ask the person, simple question no more. Why you call this man white supremacist?
Okay,
So, because me, that's
ask
they want
the
the
same question.
discussion.
You ask Maada for example. When Maada
Yeah.
say the white people them for left them in their own affairs. You know, let them able for manage themselves. You know, they can't interfere by the business. If we say we independent, why we not fail for manage your affairs? So if we independent,
Yeah.
why you go and bigger?
We're not independent.
If
Sierra
you
Leone,
independent, why you always depend on other people and for can't
Yeah.
build things in the country free of charge?
yeah,
You get big, you get
Independence-
label. Why? Every day they come and give 10 million, 20 million. And now,
Yeah.
as they even talk about white man with the jum. He still they make
Yeah.
most of MCC money when he say na 400 million and say and they don't he reliably inform say the money don't go to 500 million when a half billion. So but you still independent. Yeah, you talk about independence, but still you get label and bigger. You say we worked for it. You work for do good na your country, part of that person pay you na independence that day. Now like when me then I so now my family, I dey take care of my family. Pass and sister admin, you know, for I do good for my family, pass sister admin bribe me first. Now responsible habitually.
Yeah. So this is serious. Yesterday I see one other Sierra Leonean they do a live Facebook feed. Maybe they talk about calling the international community, especially the big countries, and let them do their work or congratulate the president. Because when this thing may begin, everything I play. Remember 2018. As they saw the man in his all the diploma and they within that 1 hour, the old man no congratulate her. Congratulations, Mr. President, congratulations. Now it's 1 week from
They
the
even get
27th.
cocktail. They even go the
Yeah,
swearing in.
Thank you. From the 28th, right? The 28th. Today the 5th. It's like a week almost over a week. No main Western country or embassy no congratulates the president openly. So it's something. You know, but they talk and people may say, oh, you know, oh, this and that, and I see some mommy to talk some funny. Sierra Leone, an international partner, especially with major partners, you cannot do away without them. It's not possible. You cannot, because what will they export? And if they copy the good thing from there, we want them money for development, they give money for development and other things. If they tell we say this they go right, no, this not they go right, we need to listen. If you not listen, then get different way than they punish you. But all be they talk and people now so the thing they go to. So I think the president is a little bit right now, they look out for ways, but also a little bit frustrated. And I've been telling you, say, you're not going to say again, you go begin see the lobbyists and the media, the PR agencies. Already I see one interview then there with one Ghana media who said the former information minister, because I don't know if they get him again, if they talk about this and that. And that interview there was like, to me, it look like a PR stunt. Because all the neighboring continent, Ghana, they next door to we. You know, Nigeria, they next door to we. You know, they all President Macky Sall. None of them, they're not.
You can't talk about even the Guinea junta government. We not even congratulate them. You know, but we are the only country where recognize Guinea junta. You know, the only country where they go very close to Guinea, but they can't talk about that. By the way, we're waiting that you won't take on all of this thing.
You don't take it very, very short. I just go like for tell people them say like with Alva talk here, take a bit frustrate, and I frustrate now so they talk big fool and lie. All of what they talk now, the statement you see in body language they tell you say it's not just okay. It's just they talk for making us sit and not talk to him people them. Caretaker bill now they tell we say the APC, because an APC they talk to, but Alpha mentioned something.
No, you talk directly in another engagement. In fact, the worst way you use that like this, APC very much hopeless. They don't get nothing for the
question when we go ask now, whose problem where APC and Maada will get?
This is not the thing where we self not able to understand.
Because this problem where they in the country, as you say, now APC and Kone, where they had ECSL, But if Maada will not take the case in total, so now the international community where Maada will be the health, the MCC, blah blah. Now it's just stupid people.
No, another joke with the MCC. In as much as they go and tell one, so you know they touch MCC. If MCC, then the praise pass all.
So if you don't say international community, people where they out, they can't team up. MCC not left behind.
No, as far as in concern, MCC not international. MCC they work for them. And so that the world that they will use.
And again, Maada be big. Take today the big food salon people and but this police and come. Go call police and come. Maada will not go call police and come.
Let me say na him. Don't put that way. Na him. Don't say na him.
Yeah, it go be na him because now they all been cook and hide police and come outside there.
So fine. Let me just say na him. Don't put that way. But the boy point where they tell for me say na him end the war. If not to be in the war not for the end. That is a very big black lie. Because even when he count for the Sanko, the war intensified. Now they tell the war begins serious. Now they tell begins serious cotton.
To be honest with you,
serious cotton. We see that they plate people in Belele and they burn people inside Mutuka. We see that.
To be honest with you, my brother, this statement where caretaker build the talk, the way they bomb me, I don't even get interest over. Now I just see that they listen, man. Because all of what you talk,
interestingly, it just they burn me. And not they pain me, and they burn me because I want for listen am very well. And then they pain me, and they burn me because it get right for your own opinion as well. But waiting me no more, all waiting in they say. Now he responsible for the end of the world. I'm not sure. Not lie. Because anybody, for example, if you say now you responsible for the setup of and we are, it means say when you come in, we are set up. You understand? But if you say now me responsible for the peace, it means say when you come, the action where you put, it make we get peace instant, automatically. Which of course not also that be. We see after when he hand over to Tijan Kaba after the waiting, we see Johnny Paul and come back. After and then tell the rebel be still effect. Alpha and lie,
of course.
Let me still effect.
Of course.
And after that day, we see the Johnny Paul regime, team up with the Fode Sanko regime as well. The Mosquito, the other guys there where they Rwanda right now to talk about them. We see how them team up. When they fed, then begin get a partial nowhere, a partial between the IF Junta and the ECOMO. Yeah. When the IF Junta pull them today, the rebel can't pull them today, or the ECOMO pull them. So now that can play them in the place I fit on. Say until they reach when they count Maxwell Kobe, they count with how you call this other guy, evil spirits. What's that Maada be there? This is the whole affair in Nigerians then. And the one we broke the whole team, we concrete because the Southside the team they don't go team up now. Now be Okroil, we make the country be just disconnect between the Freetown and the provincial area. Nobody no crazy because now Okroil be pass for go all side up line. For go northwest south, now Okroil.
Yeah. So
until the British force they come with that two propeller, when they even go catch some of the armored tank now Okroil. They steal the tank lane. Now until when they broke that cabal of Okroil, now we see something look better. Now that thing now begin say this them the amnesty where they begin some man them and because of this thing where they go do now the amnesty will expire, all of them things and they who say Maada they will be there. Because now as far as we concerned, that come when they go conquer that now disable the rebellion totally.
Be there out. Now Lyman, Maada be not Lyman. Now Lyman, you get a statement on the election issue, not to set up the system. If APC be no say they're not okay with the system, if not talk before the election.
Maada be fool.
Some like you say some people are stupid. It's not a course, not a course.
A fool.
Maada don't know it's the talk.
Because if you say if the APC be no say the system not okay,
no, okay, but don't talk before the election.
But now we all the in fact in challenge APC then. When APC say we're not comfortable with what they happen, Maada and corner for go. Now he come back, he say, who's corner where they go? This election is the right, and when they go mark corner and they go inside the election.
The setup.
So what you talk now? You don't tell me about that, you don't have done it. Then you can't tell me say therefore we don't make sure say therefore don't talk
the election. Now after the election they can't talk.
You know what thing that they tell you? Forget brain and forget sense are two different things.
You're correct.
So I begin for feel Maada be like Sasco.
You go say Sasko better.
No, because Sasko, now they ask what's the difference between mama and papa. I say mama.
You say, man.
Papa, papa, na difference.
Well, let me ask.
What's the difference between heaven and earth? They say, well, now that Sasko talks, that's all they talk about. When it's written the difference between, you know, heaven and earth. Now you say, Afion, you go to the grave. Heaven, the next one. So it makes sense because when you die after you die, the grave you go. But when you go next one, heaven, you know something. You know, for me it makes sense. But even that kind, you know, rational thinking, they matter be don't lost.
You might fool and lie.
I'm not sure waiting something they go on where I'm pretty sure and they unbug matter be right now. The frustration don't too much for them. This word where this simple congratulating message where people that they talk about, I don't mean nothing, then they congratulate and why we don't pass so they don't congratulate her. And people have not in fact, interestingly, that thing we'll talk about in this year, but the American embassy, they cocktail with them bureau for the anniversary. I see somebody right say, until they lie people and they go and talk, say they don't congratulate her. Look, this American embassy, don't congratulate Madam.
Will you mind them?
No, wait. I begin to think, say, this person is something like the English, I don't even understand so.
Now the same people have, not to the English.
No, you don't understand the English. I swear that the English you don't understand. And English you don't even understand. Anyway, something they will come up today quickly where our will talk about. In not the part of the discussion, but I think say it will for find them in between the quickly. And I need forget on our two view on this particular thing. Now listen. Two things, the role of PPRC in all of this. We find out say PPRC throughout the violence and all things at the continent totally dormant. Alpha, you take note of that one day. But when the election done, PPRC come with a press release, they tell we say everything look peaceful and all things. And then something the way Maada do, and this one, a lot of people like go gladly about what happened. Yeah, between Maada and Yumkela. You remember say Yumkela and Maada we get a clause. Say Usai, Maada and in fact Maada Yumkela not the contest against them. And then Usai NGC the contest, SLPP not the contest day. Then we get a clause day. I hope I'm not wrong, ain't it? Now that make all the South, Alpha Mike, if you talk, you don't mute and all of the South, you know, Yumkela not contest. Even go na boy and say the reason why they contest na boy because SLPP the contest na ya. Now Yumkela go na Kambia, he go contest. Guess what? SLPP contest na Kambia.
Confirmation.
And SLPP win day. Then Yumkela no win day. So you see, this na the thing what we talk about. Say Yumkela and Maada are not the good side. And they betray and the cow and Peter deny Christ. That's what they say. So I don't know what you wanna think of this part of the marriage where we don't begin notice so, you know, about the marriage, about Yumkela. Because interestingly, Yumkela don't begin grumble, but it not grumble per Maada. It grumble per the PR system. No. It grumble per the PR system. Say the PR system don't deprive some of them the small party them. Not knowing that now they talk now one for talk indirectly in a way bit gone. What do you think?
So for me, of course now this small table and small studio.
Now don't sit down.
Now they will be sit down. Where I tell you now ya say Maada in Yumkela get for regret and pass anything in life. And not to Yumkela no more. Think of the Alpha Khan. The Sylvia, they always feel say na mortal man they can support so.
Okay, so when you talk about Alpha Khan, okay, I always the one for let you skip Sylvia small.
Yeah, because
Sylvia fly a conny a act up. I don't tell you this several times.
You know,
but the Alpha Khan, the Victor Foe.
The Victor Foe,
yes.
They always feel say na mortal man they can join and do something so. Then get for receive the baddest of their life. When Nigerians say Ototo and the bad one no. One thing about caretaker bill, it not guarantee for himself first. Not even talk of anybody whether they go into a deal. Kale Yumkela, he be just don't can confirm the halaki. What some of you don't see and say a halaki politician when they come to the country. We don't position on that part today, he come and confirm them. For PPRC, we for expect this. You know, when you talk of PPRC, not forget the police, not forget the judiciary. all of them people there,
You know, the reason why I talk about the PPRC because I didn't get a right to regulate political party
by pan law.
Yes, but SLPP flouts like most of the things there, but they're not saying it.
So that's how they tell you, all of the institutions there, we don't make a social club where na save bio na the power, maintain bio na the seats. They be there na the social club, say ECSL come and join them. Where they can endorse now, where they give you the picture of 5 more years. So me anything where people actually they do, the police they do, the courts they do, me by the way. I know they ask me for surprise. I know you get for see plenty people them they come out for can't speak. Now yeah, yesterday we play a video where Alpha can't tell you say it don't be give it pastors them, right? It not be meet there or tell the way SLPP. It not still meet there people are still in a prison. So when they charge they put it for nothing. People they will protest. August 10, people they go outside, they go and do them, massacre them. They arrest people. People they were able to protest for this election. Where in they say it go to pastors and for talk to Samura. People they go arrest this latter part where they even kill an APC office. Then they not sell. It no go meet pastor for talk to them, make them release them. But if they go meet pastor for, you know, people like Alpha Khan, some of who get any spiritual power. Some of them kind politicians and they. Now only God for know way how for appear upon them and how for treat them. But God no give them power. So if people actually come and talk, me to me not a surprise. And we get for see more speakers them for can't talk, good things them, for make the all a mother build join and for put we be like how they don't put we so I don't know what I think, but me I'm not surprised anyway.
Okay, thank you, Sengbepe and Bible. So when they ask me if I still believe, say, be not to like man. Well, I'm not gonna like for tell big person or president on air say he didn't like, you know, just for respect. Certain wasn't there. Again, me they see him as a professional, right? But that don't mean say again any issue with anybody where they say if Sengbepe they say President Bio they lie or caretaker Bio or Bible, of course that's their view. Probably making get away what they put on. The only thing certain thing that they challenge the fact. Like waiting the president talking under, I don't say if they say the president really do under some kind of pressure. I think yesterday I talked about say the president get 2 big tasks for handle. One, how they able bring the country together in the opposition because they resist the election results. Now the international community background voice background come on top. Say themselves, you know, they not trust the process of the elections or something like that. So these are 2 big issues. How you go handle them? Trust me. Salon, we all know say we need the international partners, of course. So now if the international partners, they on the whole rely on the US, the UK, the EU, and all of that, they all get issues. That's a big issue for handle. Not a joke business. All right. So moving forward, I see say people are definitely a lot of people are still angry. Sierra Leone is still angry. But now, what did the president talk in that video? Now be the try for analyze. He talk about like we all know how the United Nations, big country, the way they contribute. How we war na salon. Lot talk even like for example WFP, World Food Organization, whatever they give you that bulgur, that corn meal. You know, the United States now one of the highest funders of the WFP, World Food Program. Okay, so tell me through how if they're not foolish people, they don't contribute for end the one salon or they don't contribute for feed the one salon. So I'm not able to understand why maybe the kind of say the president had to look warm and we thought able to get the kind of commendation. And now today, you know, I think so we go for good day where I don't see the opposition, they all long come together. Again, the members of parliament, they say they accept, you know, they cooperate to the government. Well, these are all of the issues they voted for handle now. But the president and the government, I think, say they need for go back to the drawing board, maybe change the manner how they talk, maybe change a little bit so the other people are able to cooperate with them. But if not this, you know, hitting, like you say where you win, you get for calm down and be magnanimous for able, because at the end of the day, you will get power, you need for bringing other people. But if this kind tone of conversation they happen, so I think say it go tough. But Sengbepe, I don't know what you think. But moving on, we already don't know, say, the international community, they're not ready for back down. And for now, how forget them for back down, then at the next big issue now, where I don't know how that they go be. Sometimes I go talk to Sengbepe for let talk to the international community, for let them back down. But the issues that they don't also pop, say, I under all for let make 10 and left there. Now people they say, oh, back to the colonial masters, Salona independent country, not to Britain, not to America, they rule we an independent country. What's that independent?
So what thing we don't see, you see the worst things people can do. You know, just as Maada will call the diaspora and them states, I also say I talk to them. We see the 5 today, then call this one concerns Sierra Leoneans them, you know, then say they petition the UK government for the concerns Sierra Leone and the way they live now the UK, then petition the Salon government. Maybe I can share this with you and let me see as well how we can talk about this one again, because I think say it's good that then thing that they come up, you know. Maada will don't employ invoice them.
So we're in a petition the UK government.
So I know you that yet. Maybe I can just watch
so, yeah, that's because definitely.
Okay, so let's share them with you and then let me go on with you. Check the other number.
Yes.
Check the other number quickly.
Yeah, if you said I go, yeah, okay, I don't see them. Because for saying the petition of the UK government, okay, I just say I say concern Sierra Leoneans.
Yes.
Petition the UK government from concern Sierra Leoneans living in the UK. Okay. Now I'll give you a background before I even had to read that day. You know, say first the Renaissance movement. That's what they do. Who say been getting Ben Kaifala, you know, the other man. Then this time they do. Now they say they call them Renaissance movement and concerned citizens. When they protest and turn the day against an Eskroma in government.
Okay,
you know?
so maybe I start the project time where they read and see what they happen.
So
we read and see what they happen. Let projector and then you get it. You leave it for go.
Okay,
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, and say we the petition to the UK government from concerned Sierra Leoneans living in the UK. We strongly believe that there is clear evidence to support the litany of allegations, both nationally and internationally, that the Sierra Leone presidential election on June 24, 2023 was rigged by the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, ECSL, to favor the Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, and candidate Mr. Julius Maada.
Okay, hold on. They don't ever use word like for saying they rigged the election.
Yes.
So now one man down on that area. Then at this technical knockout we use Pan Paul Kamara and Honorable Coulson to where they don't be understand certain things then go write things then. We not to legal people then, but once we see certain words then, as long as your application begin make some deceitful something means say you don't get any case. So knowing what they were any one of the observer that you say the election they rigged, they say a not transparent and they want them for publish the results by polling station. So now point number one knockout. Go ahead.
Okay. And so the evidence of this has been made available to all by key personnel who were present in Sierra Leone during the election on all social media platforms by credible international observers. For example, the chief observer, member of the EU Elections Observation Mission to Sierra Leone, ambassador to the American government, British Embassy in Sierra Leone, representatives from ECOWAS, ECOMOG.
So who's that ECOMOG come?
That I know people understand. I make a laugh.
So tell them, I'm talking about the African Union.
Yes.
Because nobody know ECOMOG know here about. ECOMOG come in at the military wing of ECOWAS.
At the military wing, we're not getting no business for the
election observation. Continue.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Okay. And so the EOM has confirmed that the ECSL lacked clear, timely, and comprehensive communication with the broader public.
Which is very much correct, and that's what C.
Yes, creating uncertainties and reducing stakeholders' trust in the election process. There was a lack of transparency and responsiveness to the legitimate concern of disenfranchised voters, candidates, political parties, observers, and international partners, and believed the election was not a free and fair one. Okay, so this concerns Sierra Leoneans actually they're against the BO rule. Then they're against the way how President BO win the election.
You sure?
And so this they look like.
You know, continue. I think you need for continue.
Okay, and so despite all the concerns that
because we're waiting in time for making the observation of the mission then. Let's continue, let's see if they get points. And they'll get for judge.
Yeah, I said despite all the concerns that were raised by the opposition party, the All People's Congress APC, and the citizens of Sierra Leone in relation to the transparency of the election process, it was clear that ECSL did not address these issues.
Now you go to that point again. You might be right, but this tier one for the right and back.
Yes, because there's some errors.
Yes.
Evidence from the international community in tandem with the National Electoral Watch, if it be National Elections Watch, actually, new, provided their response, which shows that the process was flawed and the results were not credible.
So in other words, this they try to talk about the way how Maada win, wait for them, and the petition. In other words, when they say petition, they draw the attention of the UK, authority them. But we go left for them do this thing again, and even in law, where you begin put certain words then we're not accurate, it don't automatically discredit what you do.
So definitely, I'm not going to read the other portion there, but the last time I will say, the concerned parties and the called United Kingdom and the international partners must act now if we are to avoid another bloody civil war in Sierra Leone. Yeah, so then they call on they call on the body for letting act, and then send them. They say then a concerned Sierra Leoneans UK, and then the CC Right Honorable Rishi Sunak, when I remember of Parliament, and Prime Minister of the UK, and Right Honorable James Cleverly, MP, Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs. So like they write to the UK government for say they need for acts now for bring back or restore the democracy of the people. But whoever will write that release, I think say they need for be more clear and do the other things and right, because the release look a little bit look very clear, look sync down well with the point that we want to make, but
they rush for do this. Not at the point they're not strong, the point they're strong, but once you begin miss certain things, then then you don't begin for waiting, because no foreign observer not talks they read the election. And if you petition somebody, you get for be very much okay with what you want to see.
Exactly. So that is the point where they miss some of the issues. But now I know say a lot of people in concern, especially people in the diaspora. Don't forget say President Biyo directly say people in the diaspora and they fund Ala in the country. At some point, if you don't make up, it was like a direct challenge. So Sierra Leoneans are where they are abroad. Say that then they send money, then they spark chaos, and they use social media and all of that. But I think say it's about time for I've been seeing one report from I think it was one development report. I don't know if it's the Africa Development Bank, where they talk about trillions of dollars where Africans are where they are abroad. They send back to Africa every year for development.
So like they contribute greatly to the economy.
Exactly. So you're not going to say because people in there abroad in Sierra Leone, they're not supposed for talk on issues. No, even if they're not votes for you or they know they did, but they are Sierra Leoneans supposed to be part of the conversation or the discourse. So I think say because of that Sierra Leoneans they are abroad, a lot of them they're actually interested in what they go on at the country, and also they get a lot of experience and then get beaucoup money when they put in that country there. So man, every month they send past 20-30 million euros to the country. So that alone. They get stake and they get interest in the country because the money they did, and people and they and then as Sierra Leoneans, So moving forward, I think so that a lot of people are not concerned of it. But back to the point, the president is for going to the drawing board and he ministers them and in government, because these are challenging times. How are you going to manage, like I said, then to the local, one of the opposition party and the people will get doubts, and the international community will then still get doubts in the elections.
Okay, so for Alpha, before we go to something else, something the way we discuss and ask you, comment on that. The party business, the marriage between NGC and SLPP. We don't see SLPP don't begin to fire the leg of NGC. As they go and take the seats in NGC, the area where NGC, interestingly, Alpha, before this collaboration, me and the big brother, we don't talk say the married business. We talk say, can they not go able to make any impact in a boat and make put sports in a boat?
Of course.
Yes, and we tell and say, that kind of statement we make now lie. So now SLPP don't prove them to we say, yes, now because can they not strong enough for take part in a boat and maybe they not contest a boat.
Meaning not useful.
It's not useful. So now they don't show and say, even Usa incidom in the can they then can take na the hand, and they didn't take na the hand.
So meaning can they don't know.
So yes. So now the only thing we can the Abupan after where it don't lost position at parliament, the only thing we Abupan now this power sharing where they been signed a memorandum of understanding on. So if SLPP don't begin broke the rules now and the contest na can the young area, then something on. What do you take on that?
So that's a very great point. And honestly, and I also look at other angles. first time we call what they call progressive alliance.
Yes.
Right? They say progressive alliance. Remember them big banner the way they make they dance all over the place. Okay, then they go into the elections. Okay. Kanye Yomkela will go contest now in position. Also, as MP again in your own place. Na Cambia. He lost in seats. Okay. Now the progressive alliance.
He lost to a married man.
Yes. The progressive alliance, they can get more problems. Okay? So now somebody they tell me, and this might be true, it might not be true. But remember, then 10 APC member of parliament with them be sacked. They because they not resign their position before they can be members of parliament. So Mr. KKY don't be member of parliament for the past 5 years, right? He not resign. He not resign in position.
On the parliament
so now, fine. Now somebody they tell me say, if they say for make a minister under the law, you know right. Because that same law they go bet the ruling government. So now, if, for example, I need for confirm with me party lawyer, but somebody may bring them up to my attention, say, and that same law they, where they say, no, them are not being resigned it. Some of them, they work in a government and not resign, they can't make the member of parliament. So now, if they want can make, maybe they want can make let's say maybe they say they want to make a speaker of parliament or something else. Somebody they tell me say by the constitution, if they go to the latter, they not qualify right now. I need to confirm that. Because
no, into parliament, I'm not sure. Into parliament, it will qualify again. Because now the same how they call it?
As speaker of
parliament. Because remember, Abbas Bundu did contest again, and at the all end.
Abbas Bundu been contest that last.
No, this one.
Okay, this particular
yes,
one.
Yes, he gets interest in this one again, and then we see how they call it. CD Tunis as well get interest in this. We see other people that get interest in this. But like Kanda Yunkela, going back to the ministerial position, I think they will disqualify him. But let not forget, say this government they get away with everything. Why I say so? One of the easy way make Charles Magai and the APC gonna court for one corner qualification now because they say if they work in a financial intelligence unit, from there they transfer them, because that's why I will use the word, then can go they pull them there and send them gonna ECSL way according to them not qualified. But yet still we see it go on and do all of the legal work the way somebody supposed to do. So if they want for give can they get a job, nothing will stop that.
Okay. So according to the constitution, they say speaker and go elect them either among members of parliament.
Yeah.
Okay. Who have served for no less than 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't serve for not less than 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Or non-MPs who have been eligible to stand for no less than 10 years and must at least be 80 years of age. 40 years, of age. So which means it's still qualified because they don't serve in the past 5 years, right?
Yeah. But the question now, the kind tower, the kind big guns then where they inside and the right over that position, I'm not sure can an option.
Well, so
look at the names that will come up, and then you just make a judgment. CD Tunis, the Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament, the always play for Maada at the ECOWAS Parliament, the August 10 incident. All the kind of thing that we do, and what you don't do. Before Maada the contest this election, we come them from ECOWAS Parliament, we can tell and thank you for things the way he say don't do. And other things then. And remember, CD Tunis, now been the leader of government business before Maada of making way in for they go to the ECOWAS Parliament. So, and a very strong member of the SLPP party. That is why at some point where they sack a woman, when Nabila Tunis, when I be the foreign minister, is vexed, and then instantly Maada will create a job for a woman straight. It's a job for a minister of Western area. Remember when are they indebted to this term? If not to the influence of a man and not the bring that woman they back inside. You understand what I try for say? Come on, they look Abbas Bundu, the always Abbas Bundu play for them. Abbas Bundu still get interest in that position. Yeah, you come on, you get other people them where don't they show other interest. Can the Yunkela the married way they sign not to any better married. Now for first month they married them.
Well, I remember I'll be interviewed.
Huh?
I remember I'll be interviewed Yamakoro Sarata Sila when I be assistant secretary for NGC, when the Progressive Alliance, where him be say no, him back out because I be the assistant secretary for NGC. After that, he say in doubt in the alliance, say go far. He said because go far because he believes say after the election, he said that alliance get for scatter.
Okay, so now the same thing we talk to just now, we're just making passing. Alpha, low look and rationally. When fast month thinker almost married then they will not kiss. When the fast month done, almost married on the well.
Plenty.
So we feel say this now first month marriage, now SLPP and NGC do. Now they don't pay.
So you married for
done.
I go cook no more.
I forgot cook no more. After that, the old man forgot about him because well, the eat where the demand the eat lay be allowed. You know, lay not be around eat. So now make no more car married. After the married, they don't pay. Married don't do.
Small flower. Now they scatter the marriage.
I think
no need for make palava.
I think say KKY for happy because the alliance win, the progressive alliance, how in column. You know, even though Sarah Tassilabi say no, not a progressive alliance. You know, alliance.
Alpha, I say waiting for happy because of waiting.
Progressive alliance.
You waiting?
You win.
You use the word win.
Yeah.
The alliance win. Well, the alliance.
Whether legally or illegally, whether genuinely or by stealing, they win.
But don't put something on top. No, they say they win. So me, they pay me.
By way, they win.
And okay, winning there in different ways, right? Thank you. Now the president win. Mr. Kone say president win.
God bless you.
Okay.
Now you are talking.
Or you say
So-
the announcer.
It's a fact. Now it's a fact. They're not the records. President win and that's what I mean for the second time. It's a fact, right? So you cannot contest that. The only thing that issues them around in winning, now you don't bring all this discussion and how for move the discussion from that point there. The issues that they were not able to clarify or specify it. You know, that ain't the issue. See, they don't see inside the I think we'll go for good next. The opposition party, they all long come together and issue statements. See, they're not complete for any government business.
And then we still say the National Advisory Committee as well don't can endorse that.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not corporate and they all sign. So which means what's going to happen at that side and there? We all don't know. Because if the one who don't vote for members of parliament from the opposition, they all don't sign, so they know they go. The one who don't voting as mayor, they say they know they go. The one who don't voting as councillors, they know they no go. Chairman of district councils, they know they go. What's going to happen?
You know, Alpha, the way thing me like by all of this action, now for one given person, I love this action.
Yeah.
For the mayor of Freetown. Because we don't analyze this thing. Like right now, mayor don't care go Aratana court. For we go thief and Pwele Motoka. So, we look forward for say gentle can be mayor in boss. Whether na the local government or na the Ministry of Western Area, but gentle for be likely be even in boss. So waiting this mean for letting can Titian. And we get for see as if they put soldier team. We don't analyze this one in as they put soldier team and the one they will just see the mayor of the county Mutuka. You know, or the time for Western Mutuka they go German. Where you talk them bitter about
good one.
you know, all of that in the end, the case no go pass no sign. In fact, they no go know that one.
Una talk with the talk show, na lectures.
Yeah, the police will investigate. Say they know they come up with any findings. They don't see nobody where do anything in the. You know, even camera. The camera itself na state house not the work. Now the camera na Wallace Johnson Street and go. So all of them things. So me, I'm very much happy that the mayor choose not to go back to this position. You know, because if for me say therefore we go doctor for nothing back because then for the TV they for do on this trip. Remember I said the last day, he go spend money come. They put on a corruption case for that.
Yeah.
You know, the next issue, now interesting. Okay, let's go a little bit back.
Go.
We like for do a lot of things, right? The person we act, you know, so when the mayor resign, when they say all the mayor they resign. Now the chief administrators and the left acts and then different council like. The man we act now Freetown City. Now something Festus Calais, where I don't get a lot of issues with the mayor. Okay, now he left acts as acting mayor. I read an interview on our radio program where they say, "Oh, now the city don't clean. From where I take for act, now the city you don't clean. I don't do this, I don't do that. You know." So indirectly, they try to throw shades at Akiso as a way it will be as mayor, but couldn't they not be able to do that. So imagine you as chief administrator, just can't let people let act by law because they don't say let the mayor they step out.
And then you don't become politician.
Yeah, now they can't begin say, oh, I don't see the city, don't clean, we don't do this, we don't do that. That's like, if you can't forget, you have been part of the administration through and through because now you control the money, you are the vote controller. So if they say can't act because the mayor, they don't ask him.
Now, in an administrative head.
Exactly. But at this same person, we know they get issue here, Kisoya. So why are they talk about making yourself good? How you don't do this, you don't put structure in place. So I think say I never continue for act in the meantime. The only thing I don't know yet, and I think say for example in parliament, you know, for me, 3 or 4 parliamentary sittings. So I don't know, for example, the one they will not elect as members of parliament for the opposition. If they say they not go parliament, they miss 1, 2, or 3 parliamentary sittings.
Consecutively.
What in parliament go do? in that particular case, they go
You see,
fire
this
them.
na PI system, then they look at the second person. If he self not turn up, then look at the next person. If he self not turn up, you know, it's not 3 people in the mingi.
Yes.
So
which
within
means
3 times 3 and 9, within 2 weeks, then for they able to get rid of all of the APC, and then the next option are the SLPP, waiting at the next list.
yes. So now say all 154 members of parliament from the opposition party, sorry, they come out, they cancel the one that win mayor positions. All right, the one that will win district council chairman positions, the one that will win council positions all over the country. So if you put all on there, you don't get like maybe over 200 or more, you know, or maybe 300 opposition.
So automatically we don't see one party state.
One party state, exactly.
Now I just want to say, you know, and one party states also get your own disadvantages. We are in, when they talk about now to international about democracy, they go say, no, we are not practice democracy now in our country because it's one party state. And that's again the implication.
You know, I always be concerned about this so-called, you know, United Nations and Security Council where Maada be the boast of. Say they don't sit down with respect. You know, you don't sit down with respect, which was good. But now this same post sit down with respect, you don't take needle, you don't check post into us, you don't check you into us. But then why you are grab now begin the shame for grab. And so Maada will get for fed up himself now at the end of the day. So the question is, if somebody when you don't have them position and they win an enviable position, then gets non-democratic practice waiting for the punishment. We need for look into that and find out within anything.
Yeah. So if we go to one party state, definitely we'll get a lot of problems as well.
You know, the advantage now that they go pass any law they want for pass in their own favor.
Thank you.
But the disadvantage now that the kind of moral we get where you talk. You know, I know you get some angry belly opposition the way you carry it for say I still work with the opposition, just that you get few. And the one that you get few we no one for left power or we no one for accept. Now that you talk to they say you just get some the way no one for accept, say they don't win. And if they waiting the word we use, if you not fit you know for pull on or if they for accept the results, you know, Maada be still childish and petty. You know, in as much as all of them things they are there, you know, they call other people and for let them see how best. Like, in as much as we talk about Alpha Kana the other day, but I think it come out and make some effort, you know, for extend and Alpha Kana nothing inside the SLPP. Yeah, so some of them was there for the camp for Maada bill, but instead, we still they call people them, they tell them say some people they no one for agree with this, with that, you know, all of them things that they come from Maada bill. So the question where they ask now, how genuine is they for let me actually get this reconciliation business?
I think that are the next big task where, like I say, where they really get for handle. Because, for example, even the international community, they get for lower the guard or whatever, probably they get for say how far I don't go for reconcile and try for mend fences and differences in within. But like I say, things that they will be on the pile up, calling the opposition people and terrorists, calling the opposition people and the reckless, calling all that kind of things that will be on the go on. You know, as a leader, when you talk certain things, you people already bear you know, go, then they act, even if you're not telling them for act.
So even after the talk, so yesterday, today, what the worst way they use the opposition hopeless. They're not getting nothing
use the same one.
for offer.
You can imagine.
You know, APC.
So
one thing when you say Alpha, you say APC this morning at MCC when at 400 million, where in fact he reliably informed say they go to 500 million, when half billion dollars. You know, he say how the opposition and them money and they don't high, the one for can sit down param and make no. So for say now this money now he make Maada build tower and the power.
So I tell you, because of maybe then talk and I just don't reflect. See, then I burnt this street, and I'm through John. Big fight happened there. Then beat one man say they damage it in a hospital because of this party rivalry. At some point, some Okada then let's go mobilize. Because remember that time during the campaign, the ruling party they buy some Okada for some Okada man they right. Some of the Okada man and they one part of them people they may get some issues between some person where there's in the opposition people. So fights for one day. First come on and beat one person when they say I think a supporter of the ruling party also then beat her and go admit her. Then they go man and go regroup. So then they go attack that person. They will say that thing happen. Then they go put problem and they go burn it. Thank God the police and be able to respond on time and try for put the situation under control. So for now, I saw the situation they burn. Who knows if still I go retaliate. So I make you as a leader, a political leader, especially in Africa, and not for just talk any kind of words like that. Because the words where they talk people and they misunderstand. Go meet her and kill her no more. I go not just forget no more and move on. Even me now, where this one as a Sierra Leonean, because of them people already don't die, when none of me person directly know they did. But I'm hot. Okay. So imagine person don't kill him person for no good reason. Maybe that's a way that generator. So man go say no more, not pull the generator now and go fire people and go kill people now. You know, for the don't know more so they forget. You see where the US ambassador be the talk.
You see people them again, the other thing you will not forget, people and then at jail, na correctional facility where some of them not even guilty of the crime where they can and go for. You go kill them just like that without even trial.
You see, look, Sheriff Alpha, where they say, oh, no opposition talk. That guy is a former US Marine. Okay? One guy the way be the wear red, you know, this and that, he can plant here, something sheriff. I think they go arrest him, both say they arrest him with gun, thug, or whatever. They lock him up. That guy is a former US Marine. He's a US citizen. You know, the whole land today during that election from what they all land today, not charge him court, they not even release him. I think I board and go land. So we get a lot of things, you know. For example, where the US ambassador be the talk yesterday, if you anyway say, he say when he in a Senate, he happy where every 2 years I get for go back to the people, for go renew the mandate. He said that they for be like something way for guide you. So you go know what they do it in a governance. Because you know say after 2 years, they go back to the people and go renew their mandate. So now I make Boku people ask them by this election. Because if you show up what you don't do in the past 5 years, you don't say I don't work for the people, I don't do everything, it's okay, correct. All right, it's genuine enough. Need not there for let the election commission go begin do certain things where everybody will talk now about, everybody will talk about country. And again, a lot of calls from other, you know, international people, you know, non-Sierra Leoneans, so they ask me a lot of questions. Hey, what's happening on our country? They say the election not go fine. They say this and this, or they see statement, they come all over the place, you know. So these are the things. So when it day in governance, then things will be happen. And some of we don't they talk and say, be careful. When you day in power, be careful when you in government, the things the way they do, the things the way they talk, all that thing they it get for come back to you. But some people are not being listening. Now look at us how done they. We cannot operate Sierra Leone, no matter how we're not going to run Sierra Leone, we're not get the backing of the international community. Even forget about the colonialism, you know. Not so them papa then. The one the way they talk right now, not so them papa then colonize we. It just happens say wait man and colonize African countries, and also we know more, a lot of other countries. How they colonize, so they colonize Senegal, so they colonize Guinea, so they colonize Liberia, and so on and so forth. So the one way they talk right now, so they want better for the people of Sierra Leone because they want a better day in terms of governance and then the support we. So you're not going to say because the people that be colonized we, you know, they're not supposed to talk with things they go wrong. No. You know, just like say Alpha, they tell you the truth now. Say no, Alpha not for talk because in Papana before the Sanko, for example. You know, me and for the Sanko are two different things, right? Even if I'm my papa. So these are some of the things people also for know. And at the end of the day, if we want their money, we want their support, we want them to support you for go before. We're not going to say no because they're not for talk. No, they're supposed for talk because they're not talk. You know how most people are not talking in the country? Where people they do things they don't care, they don't want to know, they just they do what they feel for do. Where they go kill people in Aparema Road, you know how most people they talk. Where they go kill them again, you know how most people they talk within the country. Where they go, all that's the way they happen.
You know, me brother, this always where they talk so it happen where you get people that will mature. But the sick way caretaker you get today, it out of that maturity circle. Sometimes they can talk this one say, if you not sabi talk, before you can add the problem, not talk.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I see somebody they say you're not happy because of the abusive language way. I think Elijah, they say I appreciate the program, but the abusive language against the president. And obviously anybody now use any abusive word against the president.
We program first, even you where they call. Where you
not sure about that.
Maybe you want to say the one who say fool.
You know, but no, person no get sense now. Full person, not of course.
Yeah, you know,
in other words, Englishman they say you stupid because you don't even understand.
What did he say?
He said the abusive words when they use against the president.
So the question why they ask, if Maada they tell other people say that they're idiots.
Publicly.
We not tell them saying an idiot too.
And they join on with foolish people there.
They tell if you say other people are foolish people,
that are international community they should not personal. Now they are the foolish people. The idiots in the APC when are the opposition.
So we don't nobody.
Yeah, definitely. And if you say anybody now cause the head of state.
You know they follow this program, you know say this na platform. We know they encourage cause from no other person. That just end with difference, me brother.
Somebody they say Alpha no honest, don't even confess. Then I me. Anyway, the person I don't know what it mean, but
Alpha,
say
yeah,
it as
for
it is.
used to ram. Usa Usidwa addition, somebody don't come and say we na APC operative them. But we that name they used to ram. They don't fix we different side them. We
Yeah.
don't care.
Me-
So they get for
me, I
calling
can
different names.
Yeah, but me, I can let person challenge me on issues. Now that me
No.
your point is
They not go ever challenge you. Then I like caretaker bill na corner no more they talk. Because we say we don't open the platform, say when we do presentation, you will think say this one they talk. Because I mean we make sure they talk, we bring them right, talk them, oh they read now in English and Creole, and we bring videos them. You understand? So if you feel say it's still not okay, we not allow it out, they fabricate things that normal for make things them look like how una no want them. Una come the platform is open. Just call we say we are today. Me so posse. I won't come for can challenge you now. Trust me. If we know when they call, we put you on record back. If we not bring you on the platform, meaning we bias to ourselves before we even talk of anybody else. So if they say you not this, you not that, you want the person can challenge you. Alpha pull out today, nobody know they challenge you. Most of them are now the power supporters, them they are like their own boss. Caretaker bill like when they say we them I mean you know talk now, you know talk out, you talk and coupe, you know what I mean? Now something like that. Now, you know they talk to international community directly. It's usually I go banga. It says some idiot people them. You know, either insult people them directly. You and a president where you not a role model where we for copy from. Caretaker bill they come na big platform them. They use abusive language them. You know, the videos them they play them now. Even this video don't play. You use some most and the way you as a president not supposed to talk. So now that make I just say. Some day when case don't happen or when something don't happen, if you don't know how to talk for a main problem, no talk. Naturally, some people have not get that gift of talking good things them or good words them where they bring people them together. So not talk. Now in this case, where caretaker and Kone don't treat not to APC, we not pull APC off this. So a lot of people have vote for the right, they vote for what the APC they want. But Kane and caretaker bio, then come and all the people in rights, then come and all the people in happiness. So if the people them still care and APC not just the face.
Okay, so this make me go to one thing where they say somebody say you're not happy that APC take the decision for boycott all governance issue. We do not have take on that. Before we go down there, maybe by going on for take about the likes and the share quickly.
Well, I just they continue for remind.
Once we do that, the Alpha, if the Salon STV day on, please check a look about almost the watch and the likes please. So when they come to the end as well, go ahead, by the way.
You know, it can be sad. It can be sad because right now Facebook self, I don't feel say with the reminder of what they do when it comes to the reaction and other things them. But now they find out say inside YouTube we get 2054. 2,000. Can you imagine? 1,000, 2,000. We only get 4. Okay, now I don't go 500 likes. For God's sake. So sometimes it just sounds like two family members do not appreciate what they do because what they say on say by liking the program, the show say you self the show we love. You self appreciate what we do. But if we talk, they sit down for how many hours? They research for bringing that information, do all other things them. See that man over yonder. If they left it busy schedule, they come sit down for let things them happen no more. Hey boy yourself, for taking your fingers so no more, make an your phone, your TV, your computer. You name the different side where you want the program, but now you know able. 2049, we did 552. Please, una help for like the program as you start admin and other people then they inform
so
and comment.
Yeah, we get 3.97k subscribers on TV Salon. That you want to don't subscribe to the channel. And right now we got about 1k where they watch we on YouTube. So continue for watch we live on Weird and TV Salon as we continue for give updates and follow up on the election. And don't forget say we get 1 month targets, we don't do 2 weeks, right? We still get more for discuss. We got to look at a whole lot of things. From next week, we therefore begin look at some of the issues them one law reported in the work on and focus on as we continue the discussions because we know say a lot of things don't come on the limelight and one let you say continue to be part of the discussion because this all they do so now for we all as a country we need to know because posterity get for judge we in the future if we look at all things that they go and we're not able to continue to highlight them so far. So Sembe Pierre, you been they talk about the decision for boycott.
Yeah. So somebody say buy the idea at all. But me, I support the idea. Yesterday, interestingly, we nearly make one decision yesterday where some people they suggest say let we mobilize funding for them people also when they go. I buy already, but somebody brilliantly come up and say that idea say no do that. And see the reason based on what he say yes, we're not for mix, but that kind of thing there. Because as a politician, you get ready for anything where they happen along the way. So yeah. So but again, the action for letting not go, it makes sense. Let's say if you contest election and then win, waiting for being your life after you lost election. Now the same thing like this. You contest, you win, but at the same time they say no go. So we saw it for yesterday because even today somebody called me say relation to Abdulkabo, tell her about the thing way and the development, and then I tell them two people them say I'm sorry, but we not able to do that again. People that don't suggest to be very correct and right. But I think the decision we then take will be very, very good. A lot of things then come up again today where we can look at NAC. But Alpha quickly, as part of we tradition, we want to promote somebody quickly. This now one of the oldest musicians them now. By the way, song we sabi.
I left for disgrace me.
Hey God.
No, why left for disgrace me? You mean my brother?
We come on a salon. Oh, my boy. We
Nah,
come
the champ.
No, wait. This question we ask first.
No, no.
The champ. Hey, Zambia.
Eh?
If you heard about what they say, that my way sing will let salon. He said they England.
Yeah, nice.
They say the man.
But, no, wait. And not talk saying that salon. Be very honest. Then we come on a salon.
They say
We come on a salon within England.
They say that true say like salon. If I don't see down there.
No, but it's still in as it explains exactly what to make it come. Okay, we come on a salon. We come na England. Take note to Alpha.
Yes.
But we not run away.
That's all.
We come for better.
Tell me.
We people that want for know what
Waiting
we dey do.
do.
We people that want for see what
Waiting
we
say.
Oh, so the bottom
They will like with salon.
Now then we like it's what we say. Like me now like music. If you say the artist they go and rap they give except the left and gear. Where you shall go? She say Allah. Oh.
Honestly,
that cool part name actually.
Yeah. No, honestly, the champ. Now I'm part of selling a musician that way. Again, music like me my Spotify premium playlist where I can play a song there. I know say they use a lot of good instruments and they sabi sing. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That kid, then Kimasco, that kind style and that way die Bonnie Mac. The level of singing is really, really different from the young one that already come up now. So yes, Colin Spratt,
that
the champ.
case, it just don't pull a new song 2 days ago. Like usually, this man, it is down to earth. Alpha. This is now one of the artists that we imagine the kind of caliber of person what we talk about. Where we think the tinkle of an eye, where we invite them, Nayaso. Oh my God, a run for car with respect. For can honor with invitation and then celebrate with this past independence. So first of all, let's just test this we let salon thing quick.
Due to special request and popular demand, the Champ and King must come back again with a remix. We come on a salon.
We come to England. Oh yeah.
But we not run away.
Okay, so this one now King Masco and the Champ, when I Colin Spratt. Now they do this particular one, which is very nice, unique one. But unfortunately, Alpha, something they were noticed about we people them, they're not a support we own legend them. As we talk, so this man gets 2,270 subscribers with that kind of unique thing there. For also we move the last time where we come and say we support and now they left and back. When we talk right now, sometimes that 2.27 then before we talk about 2 million 270 something thousand subscribers. Wait for they na a legend like this. Now then kind people in Nigeria they don't joke with. The Ghanaians, they don't joke with them.
Yeah, very important. And like what I tell you, say again, people need for the subscribe to them. And like what I tell you, say again, me premium on Spotify. Spotify, where you subscribe the premium, they pay like $10 or $15 every month. So any of the music where they put like collection, where they play your music, and they get small percent every month per music. So I get a whole Sierra Leonean collection on my Spotify playlist. So like Colin Spratt or the champion. Now that we all small way this over support to artists. And of course, if we're able to subscribe to a YouTube channel, because the more you watch them and watching stuff on YouTube, at least instead they able to make small things, and so they able to develop.
So I don't know what this person mean. This person Amara Dumbuya say, he say Uskain Munku dance fan daddy dandy. I don't know what that he basically they talk about. If now we don't,
maybe not a video play.
No, but I'm not sure because now the thing is what they talk about religion them. You know, we not just respect them. You know, I mean they get a sad story one day, but one other big legend will be out again the other day. You know, where they tell me say meet with the young artists. They imagine, you know, then people don't do song the way everybody don't dance for the country. And meet with the young artists, then disrespectful, and they can go to them. You know, small.
Yeah, and that's none of the thing. Even here in the US, you see the Sierra Leonean artists that within out and the struggle. Yesterday, I think a comedian AY been there. They see people that all go support them. But they see Sierra Leonean artists and they get program. You know, but cool people are not even patronize. But the thing is also is about we supporting each other, supporting one another, and also how they say for carry themselves. Because at the end of the day, if you're there as a Sierra Leonean musician, you're not like an ambassador preaching the music, Sierra Leonean music. But I think the message for Sierra Leoneans for support made in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Sierra Leonean music.
So let's get a taste of this news one we just released 2 days ago. And this one for encourage you, for you actually go. After that, we can show you the channel name so you can go and subscribe to them. I go forward them because it just released them. I want for you go watch on channel. That is why we actually send a right behind when they zoom and come before. Let you actually see say now from YouTube in channel with the plan from, you know. And this one it mix them. You know, I love the way how you do this particular one. But first we get a taste of them before ever we come and talk. Lily, you know, this now what we call live band. You know, interestingly, somebody and by the way just asked me if their music here go really play. They play. Tell you waiting they happen. You know, you get them band set them. You know, them music here they really play a band set, and when you listen live band, oh my god, you know what it mean? You know, people they want for you know it appealing, especially to them carnival them and then other things them. Interestingly in a club, you una way be the go club, una sabi the time when they play different music then. At some point you get the kind of music where you need for play. And well, at that time you need for go that kind of way. The way people are not begin tipsy and papsy. Now in the music has to they go. And at that time the enjoyment don't see inside the beef. Better one. But you know what they talk now?
Why not me for
example? No, you not an example, but you know what in the talk. You know, we don't we sabi inside the
club. Alpha the see problem, eh?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alpha get one. Wait, see, so you get one dance week in dance. Okay, let them play this one to just stuff. Wait, see, make us so. Now so, Alpha na lie. A private life again.
I think say nobody not gonna tell me say they put nobody go in China house.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, wait.
No, that's
but Alpha, why should no set example to himself? Why not me?
No, not to you. I even talk about Alpha. Alpha na get this style. Where see all and so.
Ask people like
as they play that music and I saw they go so. It enjoy the bad one.
The thing is, I mean they go China house, but at some point SLPP don't take over there. You know, we're going outside and be SLPP at some point China house. You know.
You know, say now the man.
Well, at some point I don't want to be the full up. The last time I go salon, when was it? The last time I go salon, I think it was before President Biyo in first election. Now the time I go salon, I'm not going again till now. So you know, but then say anyway go in and no more been the book. But live music and when they talk about then Kim Masco, the champ, when I this call is part they talk about, you know, then Afro International or Afro Combo International or something. You know, they do some kind of music when they're live band, they're able to enjoy music. Different from where they go out there with other young guys and now. When they just they go put on a computer and that kind of thing. So the goal is where they enjoy, where they listen live music and all this, like what in Senegal, be okay. All the musicians there, even if they're upcoming, they play live instruments. They all. But Salon, I think say we get for respect some of them guys there where they play this kind of music
and
because
make we set money for lesbian, we get for cameras on board and see what we can do for artists to their live band thing there.
Yes. So they allow support to brother Colin Spratt, and I want person I get high respect for because they use a lot of good instruments. They use and they play live instruments, and the music is really good. Because anytime we play, they really feel like something different. They compare with other side like copy. You don't get that kind of unique Sierra Leonean blend where you always put. Yeah, I really like in production. So thumbs up to Colin Spratt. I think they up. You can subscribe to his channel on YouTube. Give him more subscribers. Listen to the music. The more you play music, the more you listen to, and the more you get subscription. And they get
by tomorrow, we'll come back and visit the channel. Right now, we see now 1,500 don't watch this song. In 3 days, we don't pull a 1,500. Oh my god! If 1,300 or 500 watch we show for like 2 hours, I feel sick. So you know what he mean. And this man, they put all what he gets inside this thing here, and they give it good taste. So please, wanna transform this number. We want to see by the time they come back tomorrow, like 10,000, 15,000 watch them. If possible, 50,000 watch them. And please, that's when they go watch them. Yeah, this is not political. That will make them very clear. APC no SLPP. If you don't back, we let we salo. Bet Sabina way. Bet side the pan. Bet you that we need for. And at the country, bet one bet side when we come for bet side the pan. Yeah, A, P, S.
What I say? You might see Uleku Salon. It's in England. No, not to me say.
Why this tension not pointing now? But it makes sense. But I don't tell you, the man don't explain. We come for better.
But if you like salon, you must allow all day, bro.
No, but if you didn't have salon, the number of people away they help right now, not going to help them. And he came for better. On a will. Anyway, so it get 2,270 subscribers. So by the time back when they come tomorrow with the likes, you ready to go for watch, and please not forget for support and by way how you for actually subscribe to in channel. So instead go able for feel like for say people they actually appreciate in music. Sometimes the people can ask me, and we had one of the bigger for little like on a program. Now the thing is, when you don't put all your effort, you get for feel say somebody they appreciate what you do. So now the reason that they are. So Colin's part, let we make it feel like we say they do good work. And please, the number we'll get right now, I want to spend just 2 minutes with them now. It gets 2,290 subscribers. If before we come out in the next 2 minutes, if you were to watch right now, we get 1,899. If we not all can just go over to Colin's Plant quickly, and then go subscribe to them and come back, look and continue the program because we get one big bumble one for Kaib quickly before we go. Yeah, so go quickly and subscribe to Colin's Plant. Let me see it transform to 2,500 before we actually move on with this particular thing. We appreciate it now.
Okay, Sister Admin don't drop the link.
Good
if you want for do now, just go to the comments. Sister Admin don't drop the link.
Sister Admin, please do for the both for YouTube and Facebook as well, yeah. So thank you very much. If you press on now, I don't pin them, you will forget them. So yes, people and the response small. Thank you very much with that one. I didn't end so quickly, and let me move something else for discourse. Alpha, you be just one big girl to talk about this issue. On Facebook, right, just how much we get. We get 915. Please, thank you very much. And don't forget to go and support Colin Spratt. And I name that way for search for the champ, okay? It is right now, and they do a very good job, for promote salon music. Lord, just get and on it for the big 76 videos now don't process. Say now na 2,290, but na help and body. Yeah, then tell you not for the big set for we celebrity. No, for not to we legend them, not to celebrity, we legend them, not for the big. Yeah, but Alpha, let me touch it quickly in this. We get 2 more issues. One for talking. This one, the big one. Now the issue of Maada buildings, all of your advice are them, 9 of them, including Lunge Bridge, the Sac Lunge Bridge. So I the one that waiting.
Put on a Lunge Bridge.
Dr. Tambi. Now been the chairperson for the infrastructure waiting at that status. The man way now in work behind the Lunge airport where we get so the way this government they boast of. So why is sack them people in there? Dr. Tambi of Lunge Beach special.
Well, first when I see the press release say they don't sack all them people in there, and the first thing I do, I try for cross check with somebody. When a journalist when they work with this government, I ask first, is it a fake, not a true? So after that, after some time, now I come back say, it's not not to true, not fact. So I was like, I said, so what's out there now? Just you don't say not fake. No, you don't say not to fake. I say they confuse you. That is when inside being get for us and say not true. So I think say to a large extent, not true say the president sacked Boko of the advisor them. Well, like I say, first last to be fair with the president, everybody will be work with him, been there with him for 5 years, right? Or the mandate now the 5-year mandate. Now the 5-year the first 5-year mandate done. Now they don't swear in for the second 5-year mandate. I think say probably get for begin. Well, not so probably. It's likely. Everybody get for come back. All the one and now get for appoint back now new positions. So maybe because of that, say when I don't serve me the 5 years, when I thank you for the advice, I don't sack una all. You know, so the only person where the president will appoint first. The only person now the ACC commissioner, right? When a bank fala. Now no more force, they don't renew his mandate for continuing as ACC commissioner. But apart from all the other people, so some people in the beginning wonder what's really happened. You know, them PK Mwana, they all that name there, you know, all them doctor, and they advisor, and they don't let them off. Some people they say, now maybe you want to do a fresh start for bringing new people. Some they say something, you're not been too satisfied with the way they advise in the past 5 years. So I don't know the intention, but the only thing I know is the first 5 year done. This is a second 5 year. So any team we go for going to the second 5 year, it gets a fresh mandate. So probably the president will go back to the drawing board and begin with fresh people for move on. Maybe now make it work. But like I said, the one who don't make you work on the other thing and their project then how? Well, government is continuity. Other people can go continue. Otherwise, it's an issue because the only power the president gets, you get the president for hire and fire. Nobody will ask him the question, say, why you fire this? He can say, I don't hire this today. Or he can say, I don't fire this today. So I think say for another and you don't relieve them of their duties. And we look forward to whether they get for fill them position then they. So I think that me on take down there on that day for now. I don't know it's what I get for candy next. So then I say I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. So you go left for that work for them?
I reserve me opinion on that.
No, advise me like you bought about.
Yeah, you know where the appointment can the time will give the advice, but now you know it.
So for as far as you concern, then they give that to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but no leave me on. And if advise me on, me I can let them advise me very well.
Yeah, so where the appointment can go advise, but now you know it. Meanwhile, you know it.
Okay, so interestingly, I think we see something. Another thing the way we want to touch on quickly on this same appointment thing or this sack. Somebody the way recently he appoint them. In fact, in that person they not be get business. They only get first talk where they get now where they go the SLPP convention and bow. Now the tenant they way they talk the first time. After we Maada be the turn, the caretaker of we are. At the tenant we see them talk. But waiting surprise me now why is sack this time? It's just like for me, in my opinion, like we say, this team is still there on. It been just trying to at least because they talk to them. So it not be while people and think say in all respects them views, now that make it say, okay, for the sake of peace, la appoint them. But inside heart, say this appointment, not actually mean them. That now the light of John Oponjo Benjamin. Before this thing, a lot of people they think say where John Benjamin come out now the Ministry of where they appoint John Benjamin, they send and go to the Ministry of Finance. But wait too, sometimes one can go to the Ministry of Finance system around. We don't know.
And okay, let's give people a background of Mr. John Benjamin.
Yes.
Oponjo Benjamin is one of the most active ministers during the Pakaba government.
Yes.
And after that, now one person been contest against President Bio for even the flag bearer of the party at some point. And after that, people have been expecting them for make a minister. I don't know why. They're not being make a minister, they just go put him as advisor. For the past 4 or 5 years, they as advisor.
No.
Okay.
It's 4 or 5 years old.
So that sorry.
Now less than that one day. I tell you about the first time when they ever meet up. Now the time when they go na Bo that SLPP who said they go endorse Marabio.
Yes.
Now then they first go shake hand.
Exactly. So I take him back.
Now like 2 years approximately where he come inside and then now we don't send her out again.
Yeah. other people in the offices on them, you want to put them on ministerial positions.
It possible?
You never know. It's possible. Because the truth of the matter is, under this current SLPP government, the big SLPP mind there will be no trade. Bokupa then put them in a
wait,
position.
why this for different? If you want to give them appointment, why for different? We know say before this time, when you want to get appointment to somebody with already inside government, you just the pull press release say we pull you from this side and carry go on this side. Now this person are the effectively now the minister for this thing effectively from now. Why for lay the off force?
Well, I'm not able to understand, but the nature I'm not able to understand. But like I say, a lot of things happen with Mr. Opunjo Benjamin, and also, like I say, the old people in the SLPP. Why I say the old people, the cadre of the well-educated, well-placed, well-known members of the SLPP. This government, but couldn't silence them. They hear them much. When you talk about Opunjo Benjamin, they talk about that man will be Mr. Harding, Prince Harding, way later on in Jamaica now, I think. Now the party chairman also.
Yes, Prince Harding are the party chairman for long time. We usher in Maada Bio. Prince Harding are the chairman for the public waiting assets. I can't remember. Privatization.
Yes.
Commission.
But yes, in the ministerial positions, they say a lot of young faces or new faces will take over a lot of things, and the other man and some of them just set them out because they are very respected. And some of the highly educated and very diplomatic when it comes to the politics of the country have to navigate. Okay. But some of them do not take no active position or they not give no active position, so they may just sit on a dormant one. Okay, so I don't know what
about this one? Raymond George, this will be this point. Now the man contest with Akisoya, where he get votes past Gentle, but Akisoya been beaten.
Yes. So after that, they said them bring them in. I think first they put in one ministerial position, right?
Yes, and after
that, they can go as advisor now in a state house. So you see, all around their way and sack. So now people are way they highly experienced, but I don't know how. But we see the presidents use for sack them. But the kind of say, the second 5-year mandate, they can't enjoy now. Sometimes
so a lot of people will say the list belongs. So you get to make sure say most people can come inside and play their part before ever then go.
Yeah, probably not the right.
Let me just look at the list quickly and see the 9 people and we then said it will lay off. We according to them they write letter to the in fact we see the write letter to the accountant general. I mean say them for stop his salary immediately.
Yes.
Because now the accountant general and they process the salary.
And they pay.
Yes. So these are the people away he don't lay off. Dr. Kona Cecilia Kuruma, special advisor to His Excellency the President. So this one at one point it be play very important role. And this woman in name be done the play. I don't know who side or Uda Emot. I be done the hear this name so several times be done the play. With regards some kind of things them. Antikona, I hear this name, but I not quite remember who side. And this other one, Raymond de Souza George, himself has been senior presidential advisor and ambassador at large for heritage and culture. Maybe he want for bring Kamimuna to brat inside that side now. And you get Ambassador Dr. Umaru Bundu Wuri. This as well, I think, I hope I not get it wrong. And I've been posting this way contest against them again at one point. But at the, after some points, then they merge with them. So instead of having special advisor to His Excellency, I stand to be corrected, please, if you get better idea. And then Ambassador Dr. Bremer, waiting interesting pandemic names they are way boku na this government. So the ambassador, the doctor them, the professor, they really boku na this government. So let's just go again. This one Ambassador Dr. Patrick, Kapua, presidential advisor on political affairs. I wonder what kind of advice will be they give. You get Mr. John Opunjo Benjamin, senior advisor to His Excellency the President. He not been get any portfolio, and they just put a senior advisor. You get Dr. Patrick Kabeni Mohana, senior presidential advisor and head of strategic communication. Head of strategic communication.
Yes, and a PK Mohana. That now been popular name during the last 5 years.
PK Mohana.
Yes.
Wait. You're not been in a bank at one point. You're not been in a bank at one point.
Yeah, the mega issue, Dr. Lahai, where I think I've been party there at some point, and later then fall out.
So that be the peak. You're not been in a bank at one point, the Salon Bank of Salon at one point. It's either a bank of salon or statistics salon. I'm not quite remember, but it be all old position before they make an advisor.
Well, I need for fact check that.
We need to do that, please.
I'm
And
not saying
then
no
you
more now,
get
then.
Dr. John Itambi, Chairman, Office of President Infrastructure Initiative, aka Lunge Bridge. So, yeah,
He's a Lunge Bridge business.
Lunge Bridge, firearm. You know, and I wonder why, because this man, if Maada be able to make more of anything right now, we get for the infrastructure, including the overhead bridge. You know, Alpha, that overhead bridge there, I think we need for touch on a small bit. For me, I get opinion on that. Then we get not just done then quick. You get Major General retired Mohammed M. Keita, Presidential Advisor on National Security. You know, I wonder what kind of advice will be done the gear as well. Dr. Augustine Boss Fale, Presidential Advisor. So now 9 people in this. So yes, quickly on the overhead bridge. You sabi the overhead bridge what they talk about?
Yeah, I know they say they're going for building a Lunge.
No.
Not a Lunge.
Overhead bridge inside Freetown.
Inside Freetown, we can't take a
Oh,
before the
Freetown?
election.
Footbridge.
Oh, okay.
You know
I
something?
heard about that talk and say they for do overhead
They
bridge.
don't do
They
am.
don't do am.
In fact, it did one day now Wilberforce, one day now Lumley, one day now Usai, one day now Usai. You know, they don't do them. But interestingly, waiting at the try for say, you know, for me, in my opinion, please, not misunderstand me. I feel it's a waste of money for the country. Why? You go put overhead bridge now, Wilberforce, for example, where people if to them, it not meaningful at all. Because people go left for worker shortcut, where they left for cross now that was the quick one, where they don't use for, you go claim force up, candle. You know, even then country they old, who fail yourself so. You need to see them thing in the number so. You only the Siam, for example, Usai you get 6 lane. Usai, it's very, very difficult for you see mortal man the cross. Now this side they do the Siam, but Usai you get 2 lane and no. Even the side they all day so. We know the see overhead bridge. Or what they make use of na zebra. I don't know sometimes American when I get beaucoup de small of a footbridge in there.
No, most times, just normal bridges, several in the past, and I think the only bridge like America, I know of, say we look like an overhead, but not so.
And this are the footbridge we talk about, a footbridge. Now I'm not a man no more the past day.
Yes, I don't see much of overhead bridges now because a lot of things they happen. People can keep flying, they won't fly. You can see bridges where maybe 2 channel. Or some side, one side, what's got the pass, or but I don't see a lot of overhead bridges. But
dedicated footbridge, not too easy.
Yeah, dedicated footbridge. No,
so for me, it look awkward. If you take a look at that one day, you will see. I think I need for fender and the.
But wait, Sembepe, why you waste your time? You know the meaning of them bridges. I think you already know the meaning.
Yeah, tell me.
The people, you uncle been put them bridges there because it already be done. You not get nothing for talk about the campaign. You not get nothing they point finger at. So like it been come up with the idea for put the bridge them just for make able score a political point when they approach the elections. But if forget for even use the bridge them as campaign because they already don't set up this stiff organization with Kone. So you not be get time again. People have been talking, you not get message, You not be even get time again. Say from where begin campaign, not talk about them bridge. Because already in don't know say now in they come back 5 more years as Kone and in team we don't do the picture and send her out. So now make it about this, them bridges there, it been built them mainly forget a political point, who say if we become point say, oh now this I don't do for approach the election, this I don't do. So I don't feel say they ask me on them bridges there. You don't waste the money though, and you get for continuously they waste saloon couple. But let's see if they get them because the only way they get saloon couple where they waste, now they don't vex so. So I wonder now that couple they get for come where they waste.
Okay. Now the other people like you talk about, the one name where I know say the name very popular in the past, where they pull Dr. P.K. Mwana. Now I be the head of strategic communications. All right, at the State House. If you say for this past 5 years, the communications wing of the government and State House and do very well because I be the head of strategic communications at State House. So I don't know. Maybe the president feels say maybe not do well in terms of communications because I be the head of strategic and would see a lot of strategic communication unit and get I don't know how many dozens of strategic communication people away there over the past 5 years, but I not see much of what they do. And office say maybe the president looks say maybe the strategic communication unit not be do very well, and he say okay, let's pull on first now. But of course, you know, what do you think about the communications channel of the government for the past 5 years? Because PK1 and I have been head of the strategic
communication get for do with the way how the president they communicate to the public and all, ain't he?
Yes.
So,
or any other official in state house, that state house wing, how they communicate to the public and how the public they communicate
so
to them.
This man be the count other person and say director of communication.
Yes. So PK1 and I be the head of all our communications in a state house and something like that.
So now even with the communication, we get for the statement all with the president, the blunder and different statements in a state, a parliament and other states function them.
You know, well, I just know say now they had the communication.
Now inside this same communication we will get, we see the president on 10 day, we camera maybe no better. We see the president in face in black like charcoal on 10 day. How long they get for those communication?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of things in the way the state house need for work on in terms of their communication. A lot of things in there, you know. But you know, let the man rest, bro.
So Pamela, don't forget to say they watch you live on We Are and TV Salon, and a continuation of elections coverage. We'll continue for discussing. I want to thank you. I want to continue for watch because we need to identify and explain some of the things we need for more. The next point will be say they go to now. What it mean for let the opposition say?
So before you go, let's show you the overhead with this one. Now with by force.
Okay.
Now the one this now with by force. Now so it is.
Footpath.
Yes. And foot bridges. Overhead pedestrian bridge. Just in color.
So it mean the people have for balance the traffic.
Yes.
Then
They're not for cross now the road. Then for just the worker. So you begin to ask yourself a question. This day by that 7 almost battalion. That's now for count towards the roundabout, yeah, na this day. So after that, they don't get no side get person across. Okay, the thing where we lack on na zebra crossing all day. In a day we need for make use of, not to for build that kind of things there as well a waste of money. For me, in my opinion, as please, I can get other views on that day. But anyway, let's go to something very important again.
Yeah, I think the next point, the opposition, they decided say then they boycott the all government functions, meaning they're not going for going to parliament, they're not going to council, then they perform the roles, and just they like left all things in the ruling government. You know, I think say Maada the next thing will be say for looking to.
Yeah.
And it depends to a lot of people's opinions. Some they say and they for, some they say and they're against. But irrespective, other people they say the people that don't vote for them for going inside as let's say like a user now don't vote for you, or like go be member of parliament. How do people go feel if you decide for boycott that parliament? Say
so the other question we go ask in addition to that, how people then feel that them vote for certain people and then ECSL say no, then people are not winning. These people they don't vote for them win.
Well, okay, now that's in that day.
Now the same thing with possible with regards to the person they ask.
Yes, another person they say. If you look back what happened in the past, then 10 opposition members of parliament to them pull. Now the people let me vote them inside, right?
Yes.
Because of one law where they
say unilaterally come and pull them and say that no, that people are not supposed to there.
Yes. So 10 people and vote for them, they're not able to serve them people throughout the 5 years. Because the courts will say no, they're not supposed to do it and then pull them. So other people they say this is not like just a similar thing. So if they don't vote for 10, the courts can then pull them. So if now then decide say no, they participate, and say it's just the same thing, you know. But other people they say it's like the country will get bad international attention again because it will be like it's a one-party state. So yes, everything is one party.
Even if they did it in a one-party state, because for example, they get to call 2/3 majority. Can I tell you? If SA people don't get 81, then they get the parliament chief they will as well the votes on their behalf. Of course, they don't need APC for doing anything. Whether APC agree or not, then they get the 2/3 majority.
Yeah, no one straight.
You understand what I say?
Which they want 9 they happen.
Then they get automatically. So it's like APC could just go sit down there now like a full of big fool. You know, they listen and work to them. So nothing other they can do. The only time where they all they laugh now, the time where they all get common interest. But in the case of Usa APC feel say this thing where they can pass, you know, make any sense. No way, no, they nothing other they can do.
No.
Then they bulldoze. In fact, there's no need for bulldoze. The speaker will just say, okay, let's vote. and get a quorum. It done 2/3 majority, the vote is over. Simple majority, the vote is over.
Yeah, when I get a point, but still, they can still able to oppose and criticize, right?
Because how many criticism they don't make, even when they get more than 54, they don't oppose, they don't criticize, nothing happen. In fact, at some point, they beat them all. What they do? At some point, when they walk out of the place, they create any impact, and they come out and then they pass and behind them. So, at the same thing, no more Alpha. Then they do at the same thing anymore.
Yeah, well, me also I look at it on the other angle. Well, I look at the new members of parliament, the new mayors, the new members of parliament.
We all man get better right now.
Thank you. When someone in first step, let them vote as a member of parliament. Now I don't come in as a member of parliament, at least hoping that they can begin work as member of parliament. Now the parties, or they all don't take decisions, for work because this is a unilateral decision for boycott. So which means waiting there for land through the job or even all of that, they're not going to able to enjoy them because of the boycott. So like that and they're not going to able to participate. And God knows how long this boycott will take place. If not for the next 5 years, or maybe 1 year, or maybe 6 months.
But we don't analyze this thing just now, Alpha. This is not for the next 5 years. We don't analyze and say, sister, don't begin the point, say, if any member of parliament miss, sitting for 3 consecutive times, and especially where they're not going to swear them in. Yeah. They're not swear them in. And then they miss sitting 3 times, they not waste time. Then they call for the next people in the list. ECL said they call for the next people in the list. They not turn up back, they call for the last set of people. They not turn up, the next people are already there on the list now, the SLPP, then full the space, period.
So now, all the millions of people will vote for APC members of parliament, for example. They vote for APC mayors and vote for APC, chairmen of councils and councillors. How then go they?
So the question we are going to ask again, how many people will vote? We really know say then thief the vote, we're happy.
Well, okay, not put the one that we then thief the votes and corner side. Not looking at the one that we corner into announcing I want to win.
No, but any IB then thief the votes them.
Understand? So if they're gonna announce you saying that you win, the people expect say if I go and advocate on
except otherwise, I'm not sure the people they expect them in this case. Because I'm pretty sure most of the people understand what they happen right now.
Okay, so maybe let the party for we don't go back to the people and ask them say now this one do or tell all the members of parliament and when I go back to our people and when I go ask them say now this decision one take. What's it then think? But so now the decision
still in I also don't see on the people and always they look to the party for take decision for them.
Yes, okay, but democracy sometimes they can be painful because they look at things from different perspectives. But now my own point is they don't take the decision and I see they all don't sign. That's why you say they all been there because remember I heard them saying they get meeting today. So now the meeting, as you said, don't see people and we put them up. They see they all sign. The mayor then, the state council, members of parliament.
So this one where I put Sona from the NAC. Yeah, from the National Advisory Committee. Let's just read this one quickly. Where the reason why we know we read the mayor and the other one, then Boku, then too much. So let's just read the one way NAC give and a short one NAC actually give. So let's read them quickly. Say, whereas the National Advisory, Committee of the All People's Congress (APC) had resolved at a meeting held on Friday, 30th June 2023, and hold on, this they said okay. Let's continue for it because this one let me see something quickly. 2023, and as contained in the party's press release of instant dates that the party and its elected representatives shall not participate at all levels of governance in Sierra Leone. We, the elected representatives of the party for parliament, hereby wholeheartedly endorse the party's position. We shall not participate in the 6th Parliament of Sierra Leone in line with resolution of the parties referred to above until the demand of the party are fully met. Signed this and this. So these are the different people.
And what's the demand of the party? The party say the elections.
They want a rerun in 6 months.
Want a rerun of the election in 6 months.
Connor and waiting for resign.
Yes, Connor
forget different person body way for come and conduct election.
Thank you. So these are the demands of the party. Will these demands be met? Then go meet 10 demands there.
But Maada don't say let them go into election again. It beats them back. But I remember when them be go do nomination, Omar Fofana and other journalists they ask Maada say if they go into presidential race. He actually say yes. He say because he knows say if he go in with I call him Samoa in another election, it will beat them back. But we not see the thing happen. The debate not happen.
So you don't see. So now because of them demands, they're very heavy. And I see one civil society we talk about where they say the opposition party they make unrealistic demands. Unrealistic.
So basically the question is waiting are unrealistic. In other words, they rerun is not ever possible.
Yes. Because definitely look like how the things they right now. Of course, we all not see and say President Bio, they don't announce, I don't see what I mean. It's not possible say this election. President Bio goes to back, say no, left and law goes swearing now, law go back to another election. So that particular demand they
so by law, the decision not for them Maada Bio in hand, if for them the court in hand. You know, but so, originally the court not get that kind decision, they're not able to make that kind of decision, and the Maada Bio get for make the decision for them.
So already don't see the press release from the opposition party where say they not trust the justice system in the country. So they may not take the matter in a court.
And then the court don't come and reply, say they not go and they not allow anybody for intimidate them.
So who's out there?
We then and right now at the middle of the deep sea, we don't even know how the boat all lost we.
Yes, so that are the situation.
The boat no capsized.
The machine don't pour.
The machine don't pour. You know, it's that road for come on Libya for come and cross Ghana. They get na Italy, ain't it? Yeah. When you're on the middle the water,
the machine just
go. Lock your eye. Imagine you don't middle the water and then the machine hot.
And the water, the swelling them.
Now they can go.
Where the water actually goes to.
And the swelling in this case now the partners and we still the terminal, still the demand for let them pull the disaggregated, you know, results them by polling station.
So
can you get mind?
Okay, so what the work East Africa, for example, other party in East Africa, opposition party, they get other big projects, they get like factories. Then get like a big farm and all that. What they do for raise funds and get them people for they do something. Because now I just remember now, say if APC now, for example, saying they boycott all government, what's it there and the support they're going to do for the next 5 years?
And now this is like talk the other the alpha. This now the idleness talking talk at some point, you know.
Yes.
Where most of them they want for inside politics because they want for can benefit from waiting inside politics. Now this we can talk. You know, because sometimes before you can inside politics, you for don't do something where people will realize say you with or without politics, you're able to handle yourself. That's why most of the way they pull in a power, then you want die.
Yeah. You know, other countries then the opposition party, or let's say big parties, because Salola not just put them on the opposition. Both the two big parties, they're supposed to forget other things that really go on, like big factories, big companies, big farm there. Who said they're able to work out of the politics and they're able to do other things for sustain the party and the membership. Okay, when Salon not they see that and all the party then are in the government they make as in come on more than going to push not to they happen. So now in the next 5 years, waiting the APC party, how they will engage and continue for sustain and work with the membership. Now they're not in opposition for the past 5 years. Now they can in other opposition for another 5 years, you know, plus minus, and at 10 years. So now they say they don't participate in any governance activity. How they therefore engage, sustain, and continue for build and strength amongst the members in the country. Then a big question why they left to the party. Let them go sit down and think about that as well. Otherwise, you know, the next 5 years, if they don't get nothing for do, just say no more, no they participate and not get other activities outside of government when they do for the members. I don't know how the members then go do. That's will be like a food for thought. As in they take this decision or they don't take this decision or how to move on next. Otherwise, it will affect them in a way. Then I my own view. Because I know the salon people like say after sometimes you know this my votes for and after that or whatever, how they go for say. But also it's not the right for let them say that they stay off. So that the government will say, what you don't tell now for do and not do and most of them participate, only work with now. Until we solve them, then we'll be able to work together. What do you think?
Babu.
Yes, that's what's talking about. It's not dry rice who they eat so we what I know the near way. You know, you touch on one point where you say bio, we angry for power so. From NPRC time, you're angry for this power. We say I treat Strasser. God can make it get next to nothing. This particular one, I know talk of 2018, but this one and next to nothing. Konegiam. Now I make quick. There's everything. Chief Justice, as you don't announce him, waiting for do. Go swear him. They don't go patter all the laws that I hand, the power, all they don't put on my head. Alpha, I don't think say the BOM sabi ready for stoop down for anybody. Sorry, not ready. And the BOM sabi so. He prefer it then that power day just in the name of me and the president. The country no go no side 35 years done. Then do other election. But bio, we me sabi so, we pompous, we anxious but power, we angry belly but power so bio. He prefer is to do under like what the check be say that prayer way be say the country is static. He no move no side. He no care. One thing about caretaker before say like he no care about the people, he no care about the country, he care about himself. And I got get a woman where they say, show me your friend. I go tell you that now to be. So just like when you talk to me, brother, this is art for talk. But if you don't address everything, if APC then feel say this not the angle them for stand, we're okay for them. Me I support them. Let them do it okay for them. And wait till the people that will vote them, they support them on. Because in majority they say, no go. So if the people that will vote them, they support them into this particular decision, and they say, think I'm say, not the right decision, my brother, who don't Bible for can't tell they say, no do I'm gonna go sit down.
Alright, so we can take few calls, then quick one. Just 10 calls now they take for sake of tradition, then we can wrap up the program. We don't do well over the time. And I want for telling us Saturday, Imran T go day Yaso, Imran T on Saturday, and Ian alone go day for analyze things them way in don't get together for this election Tato Saturday so on Saturday the same time 9 p.m. Salon time Imran T go day also for analyze different issues then. We go
on the phone line as we take 10 calls.
1 minute.
10 calls. 1 minute, please.
1 minute, please. We go to the line.
We don't chop the time. Hello, caller. You didn't know where they call me from.
Yeah, this Abdul call from United States.
Abdul, welcome. 1 minute, go ahead.
Yeah, this I repeat this. I support APC 100% in the boycott. Maada Bio and SLPP wanted it all, and they are going to have it all. You understand? This could make Maada Bio full with power. But not all the Belful are interested in. Where he call it will make the Sierra Leone people know. Thank you, bye.
Thank you. Hello, caller. You name and whose side you they call me from?
Yes, my name na Mr. Kamara. They call from United States.
You welcome on the show. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes. Now, in relation to what happened at the talk, let God bless one. Let God continue for giving the strength and the power so that we will continue for the cover then particular issue there in Sierra Leone.
Amen.
My brother Million say is this. Maada Bio, trust me, they will tighten up, believe you me. The revolution they start from Million side. Makota they tell you so. From the so-called supporters that they start them. We say APC don't also manage just all day. Let APC not even they go work the home with them people there, they patronize with them people there. We say they don't take them decisions, so many just all last stance. If you Maada Bio get the bold mind for make a press conference and they talk, say President Biden call up, tell us say you know even fit for be a president. Do you know what that means? So my brother, Lord just hold us all yeah. Let God help we are.
No, he not say Biden say no fit for be president too.
Yeah, what Biden tell her?
He say Biden say not to him will determine how them for run them country. Or who that for them decide on waiting for happen at the country. Then at the time when they been go na US outside the White House we meet with African leaders then. But why the question is why Nana they tell we waiting and go talk about?
No, trust me, my brother. Now just these are the tell you these are confirm something that they give sir. That's something he gets a call from Biden. And that the call that he just spent way for balance. You wait to tell you, say 2018 later, I say last year. Trust me, my brother, I say after the elections. Follow the video back, watch and back after this program. When I watch the video, don't do an analysis, yeah?
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome, okay.
Alright. Call and take part as we take 8 more calls. Hello, caller. You name and who side they call me from?
They call from
You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Reduce the volume of your set. Where you call, please reduce the volume of your set and let me discuss quickly.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from? You're welcome on the show. You get 1 minute. Go ahead.
We just congratulate the party, the step we then take, and do that go fund page. If then they agree, let them fight all kind way, any kind way now we like me personally, I will take that hoots this every month. If not 20 euro self, I will put another go fund page. Although we will sustain the parliamentarians then, the chairperson then, and the councillors then. At least we the people and we the for the service we need render for. So like now the all
right, so maybe the party could do that one day, but we'll be doing to a decision yesterday. Say we're not going to do that.
All right, we'll take 7 more calls. Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from?
Thank you so much for picking me call and Alpha, Sebepe, and my boy.
God bless you.
Let me tell you one thing which can happen since Maada take over as a president in East African whip APC final, and if you don't talk and say you no go hand over the party, you no go hand over the power to APC, and that's not true. So waiting me the time for say I support APC the exact decision we take. Because who say we do inclusion, like we work with them, they want try for fishing more of the APC people them, let be like one party state at the same thing like say they work with APC them. What I mean also, it could take 2-3 big man from APC, crowd and SFPP, then when they go to work now, they go look and now say, oh, nah, you don't work with the APC, then they go, on APC, finally. But in this area now, if we left in rule by himself now, then APC will go to fight for strong with party and make sure say we come together and work very well. Trust me, it will be successful. Now we just do the party there and support with the party there on. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from?
I'm a concerned citizen and the America.
Okay.
I just want for a discussion. A strategic point APC they do so. You know, say the criminal can always make mistakes. The mistake where they make, them pay people they will represent, we got up individual people and parties them. Most of them small party then IPC and I said prepared them for letting go enough for obstruct the election. But unfortunately for them, they fail for realize say they're so greedy. They not give one parliamentary representative seat to any of them party then they. With the hope say when we don't get 2/3 majority where APC go, then be able to declare and form one party. But unfortunately for them, APC boycott where they don't boycott already.
Right. 10 more seconds.
Show say then, yes, they don't show say they don't now one party state them get and all we development parties them where they help we in order our constitution for say Sierra Leone for one on one party.
All right, 1 minute per call. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you call from? Release the volume of your set, caller.
Hello.
Right,
Hello.
to another call quickly.
Hello, caller. Your name and where you call me from? You're welcome on the show. 1 minute. Go ahead. Mohammed, talk louder a bit, please.
I say, may God bless you for this program, yeah.
Amen.
Alpha Kamara, we Sabiana Makinas Margin Free, you know. So this program, the way APC don't stand in the way participate, may them continue to hold on that. And me are telling now the people talking the NSPC, because we remember say you will say we Maada be able to take that power. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you did live. Go ahead. All right. Will it take 5 more calls?
Okay, so we will test something quickly. Yes, we'll take 5 calls quickly. The line's still open.
Hello, Kola. You name and where you call me from?
Yes, my brother. Good evening, Aidara. How are you do?
We thank God. Aidara, welcome. You get 1 minute. Go ahead.
I think say what in una show so today, it show bio in true colors. All that talk we been they go and talk say they want for reach out. That man, sabi share power with anybody. And they just beg my brother Alpha. They do a very good job, but do alone no legitimize below it. No indication, no they say they go do a 5-year term. And they go better let the APC not do no deal with them if you not listen to the request. Do you law left for legitimize what you don't do so that text
say in that if I can say I think say waiting we need for say now whether they go use any means for pull them before the 5 years. Now the question. But for now as it is by way law book, legitimately they don't make them.
Well, no.
Waiting no.
Well, we law then sense now them don't go pull parliamentarian then a parliament where they suspect say then do election malpractice.
Correct.
So the law still give indication say they able pull up if them prove say he do election malpractice.
So the question is not in the case of Usain and in charge of everything.
No. Well, now make if you not get nothing for hide, let he pull the disaggregated votes them.
So you ever see Maada like person where they retreat pan some way don't go pan?
Well, some of who they pan work.
Good. Now you talk until you now work and put things in place for now. Now in they don't put as president.
We they pan work for CC. The two way Maada like for fly and protect the assets abroad. Now they want and they want let the international community go behind. Not to Salono.
Okay.
Let them just cut them off from flying and seizing asset them for freezing asset them.
Thank you.
So until we reach to that point, there for now,
they take 4 more calls.
Hello.
Hello,
yes.
Kola. You welcome on the show.
Yeah. Good evening. Me your contribution towards this all theory they go on so right now, we will stand with we honorable them because this way Maada don't do so. This are open challenge now in sent to we. This is not about APC, it's about we the people there. We don't disrespect we done already. We will not mind if enough for law put for the honorable and they ends they not show up there. They say winner takes it all. Let Maada take everything. He don't say he wants all thing. We don't let Fangam. May take him because this are big disrespect. It disrespect we the people of Sierra Leone. And if you say you want work for we will say no one change. Why you for force yourself?
All right.
Why look the judiciary waiting and they do they like today. They go and disgrace themselves in the face of international committee there with the people of Sierra Leone and they betray we feel say then now we then they do not so we then they do because at the end of the day then get for meet and at the tables them all waiting and they do so then we'll get for serve them, we'll get for member them.
No. Right.
So me and your contribution in this.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Kola, welcome back as you line being dropped. Go ahead and make your point.
Yes, thank you for this particular program here.
Kola, sorry, but we not hear you clearly and you will get for call again. Yeah?
Please reduce the volume of your set. You get 1 minute. Your name and where you call me from.
But Ali, we not hear you at all better.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, may they support the honorable them and they support the decision where APC then take. Because if them been get 58 members of parliament, then beat them. What about now where the member of parliament don't cannot? Then you not kill them, they go kill them no more inside parliament. We people that don't come out, they don't vote, they don't protect, they don't protect them vote. Some man they use just like Nanet. Connect take like say na inge salon, na in the presidency. You just go call no more order in one. So let them give them everything. Let them rule the country.
All right, thank you.
And me contribution.
Very much.
Thank you.
2 more calls.
Hello, caller. You name and decide the call you from.
Yes, hello.
You're welcome on the show. Get 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, but how na they do, but yeah.
Thank God.
I think the decision where then the party don't take and then in place. We all don't see waiting in past and then the honorables there this past 5 years. If they were Trump this time round then go to that parliamentary with the kind set with them guys they are don't set. Believe me, if them go pull their life then they well and they now God go help them. Yeah. By doing so, then the weekend there were big time. This is a big loss for the government. We're not easy, but this is a dictator. If they're not tin up like how they tin up, so this guy will be, you understand, a terrorist. Yeah, this guy don't kill a lot. Even when in the talk, you understand, for sure a remorse of all we people in another country we don't die. This guy know they do anything, and this one had the right thing. Me I support 105%. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. Could they take the last call? Hello, caller. You name and decide they call you from. Hello. Caller, welcome again.
Yes, the line with the crack. I hope now you get me loud and clear now.
Clear.
All right. Me on contribution, yeah, just to try for advice the APC, they made them stand on the grounds that they never will participate on no governance system because this particular government, that illegitimate government, because you see the international community, they all don't condemn this election, and therefore made them stand to that because they want try to take Sierra Leone as a one-party state, and it's very, very bad. All over the world, democracy and they prevail. This, I'll tell you now, if Fatima Biobin did during then 1992 or 93, we Maada Biobin take that power. Trust me, for allowing for me the power. Fatima Biobin the most evil person at SLPP, a very bad woman. So let APC continue to stick to that and see this particular thing, then work towards some. Look, when you don't say so 3 months, then they give 6 months for conduct of the election, made them stand to that. And Sierra Leone were able to remove it because the country very, very hard. And they tell you now, yeah, they also congratulate Alpha Camara, we now your brother Maxim Priest.
10 seconds.
You don't do very, very well. You don't do very, very well in the media landscape. So therefore, I'm your contribution this.
Thank you. God bless you. We will take one bonus call. Hello, caller. You name and who they call me from?
Yeah, I call from Kuwait.
You're welcome on the show. Get 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, me, what did I try for talk? Me, I support APC 100% on which the stand where they don't take. They are the one way they fet for make Maada Bio come under that city. May God give una the chance. May God touch una. May God find way for make Maada Bio commander because Maada Bio no commander like we will go for go. Maada Bio then go 3-3 na airport. Then go for 3-3. And then we don't the 3-3 company the way they go. We beg, we speed this thing. We tire with Maada Bio, we fed up, we gaze, we torment. All timber we mix up, we need to eat again. We tire. May God help we all.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right, family members, them now so we did take with time. Okay, one bonus call. You already go enter.
This one na bonus discussion.
Hello, caller. You name and who side they call me from?
Hello. This is not the book. I finally get through today.
The book.
Thank you. I just want a quick contribution.
Go ahead.
I totally support APC and decision. I know say Alpha raised a concern about
the new MPs, I'm sorry, they take me walk. The new MPs, but me feel say if the new MPs then go there, they not get the mentors them among APC, it not go fine for them. So not a good environment for them, let them go at this time. And the other thing with the APC, okay, then they boycott, but why make them not they go court? Me believe say them for go court, make them get the verdict, because they need for take this case to the next level, which go be the regional level, and then when they fail they then take it up to the international level. Because this kind of case, if they get for take it up to the international level, then get for exhaust the domestic judiciary system. So me go really, if me not be advisor to APC, I go tell them say when I go court, because we know say that the verdict they go get, it go there against them, but that's what they need. So they go to the regional, ECOWAS, and then take it up to the international. So now me own contribution, and I totally support. The other thing we are not support, that for raise money for the new MPs there. I believe say the former APC ministers there, then get enough money for let them go sustain. Then one then they. This is the time that they need to come and show. They need for show say they're not just there in this for themselves. Then they in this for make them your sacrifice. Yes, the people we are ready to help, but then self need for show that they your willingness first for put them money, the money where they don't get over those 10 years where they be ministers. Let them use that for can support new MPs there, or for sustain the party until this is over. And then the people go join them for make, we continue for support them.
Thank you very much. No wait. Waiting at the update for the book. The comment first lady.
Say we've been tied up with waiting they go on. So, there's no other update right now.
Okay. All right.
No other update right now. So we just focus on waiting they go on now until we see, the end of it, or we see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I'll go let you know whenever there's an update.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, family members, this now we had, and as we take with time for drop the phone calls them for today until tomorrow again. We go on the phone. Well, so far so good. We don't try for bring una wait till get at the table today for make una self can benefit, but the good, the bad, and the ugly way they go on now the country. I don't know if people other than get other thing for talk, but me by way I think now I stop and for today until we meet again tomorrow inside Cold Rest. I will say tata. I love una stay blessed.
Yeah, over to me. I just want to touch on two things quickly. Somebody asks, say, where is the list? The MP, the one person not signed. Then Mohamed Bangura. Mohamed Bangura not signed by the list of the MP them. And family all know Mohamed Bangura. Even the UDM, and I've been party.
Yeah,
after
UDM. UDM.
Yeah, PMDC, then he can UDM, he did UDM, then he come okay APC. At some point, I'll be information minister, then later on, he be member of parliament. So, by the way, sign, your name they blank, and not sign. We don't know why, and the party not talk why he not sign, but he not sign. Lastly, I think say the benefit, like I would say, as a big person or as a big party, if you want to take a decision, I get ready for stand and ready for the consequences. Because, like I say, every action gets opposite reactions. So if we want to take the decision as members of parliament, say we not participate, opposition members of parliament, we not APC, we are just ready for the consequences. Because for being a member of parliament, it counts some half benefits already. So now, if we want to take that decision, I hope say the party we ready for support them, for make them able to stand on whose side they stand, and see they're able to get the justice where they want. I think that's my own last message as far as that is concerned. And I tell you now, thank you.
No.
Yeah, what's in there again for response to?
No.
What's in there they want for response to?
Wait. I just want for nothing on the way you need for but just while a day and let me see this thing quickly. Yeah. Quick, just wait. Wait, no go.
Okay.
No go. Wait. Let's just zoom. No go. So for say, let's begin first. And I ask you this question. Let's zoom and fine. But thing don't come panka. Wait. By the way, watch this foot. Now let him foot this.
Are you on good book?
Okay, the thing don't come and can so much that the pan. You know the way back again. Let not be saying that the new taboo the way they don't not.
Hey, really try for hiding food under the table, but
no,
I don't know that go pick on this.
No, but the point see now the thing is with the talk. Not to all my way go congratulate today with you.
So somebody go for a snap picture.
Look at the pan now na barefoot. The pull your back, okay, because the foot is wet, thing don't come back. La la la.
Say go there. They're like, bruh, the thing them boku for solve, bruh. The country problem.
And I'm meeting in this so. Now then tell the way they meet with they're waiting there, then CSO, then Paramount Chief, this and that thing don't come back. Now the foot all the sweat, eh?
You know, honestly, it's not easy for carrying that country right now, and all this will happen. So they say uneasy lies in the head that carries the crown.
But wait,
now,
Alpha, wait. This
the
position
crown
here, where they snap and so the foot. Now one of in player, they say don't snap and so. Because that side, they will say that camera point so. No visitor not they go behind that side.
So now somebody from the inside,
from the inside, now they snap and so they pull them.
Yeah, I will tell you the kind of pressure that make. Like I've been talking in the house, they ever felt and win the international community. All right, because you never ever know. Sometimes even the closest man will believe they're able to buy and move out with whatever they're able. There's no way if they're able, take on people when are powerful people in the world, they're able to take them from even within the executive and then get people where they are informants where they expose everything out. What is salon? Well, brother, based on waiting me don't see, wait I know, and we say I don't work. I know say salon, information system. Once you want to get information at salon, even difficult to forget. So definitely, I just hope that this go set to fine, and the government, the president, the caretaker, can able to find with the international community and reconcile the country, because nothing all day the international community wants information wise now the toppest level na salon, the highest level na salon, we not go able to get. Either like I say, the best man, if he's not the best man, they able to buy a mover.
Well, if not inside man, na snapper, no outsider not for this. No outsider. No.
Anyway, I think say that me on last point down there for say and family wanna keep the peace. We'll continue for highlight we issues them in the elections coverage. Continue for subscribe, be part of the family, Yard and TV Salon, and we'll get more programs for come after this election coverage. We'll get for the introduce more. But in the meantime, we'll stay blessed. And remember, say, no trouble, let trouble not trouble you. If you're not in trouble, no go draw trouble, let trouble not trouble you, okay? Until then, peace.
No,
peace. And I decide how to over there.
No, but let them talk, yeah. If you trouble you.
Yes, if you trouble go trouble you. But if you don't want trouble, I go draw trouble, let trouble not trouble you.
The chair don't hot, the gun all hot. All team one.
Alright, peace out, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Alright, thank you very much for joining me inside the program. Well, that's what they end the program today. And me and Seme Pierre, the freedom fighter. Thanks for you don't like, you don't share, and to you we don't actually subscribe for the very first time until then. God bless, we continue. Sierra Leone, we call Riyadh.
Oh yo, Raga Spice. Oh yo, Mama Shaka, what's on an answer? See me through, yeah. They say them walk alright. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. They say corruption go down. You not then corrupt. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Them be say youth them go smile. Look where youth them they cry. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. May I tell them the story. Story. We make Salomon. Hey, They know they work now the country bend. Tribalism don't put we go behind. They know they work then they talk say they spend. Them go come we go run after them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. For we country money. And it's how we them go one by one we go friend them. Country banana the country it dry. Country tanga it at so smile. Then they put whip and cry. They say them walk alike. They say them thief money. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say them go build the bridge. The part they fly boku. All the promises where them make go, one day not fulfill. Then say corruption go down.